At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Hey guys, we're here at Smokin' Joe's. This has got the best meat in the 405. If you haven't ate here yet, you got to.
Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. From our mouth-watering meats to our homemade sides, every dish is crafted to perfection. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch.
Come join us at Smokin' Joe's.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Navigating through Medicare.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Welcome to today's matchup between the North and South College All-Stars. The starting quarterback for the North All-Stars today is Lightning Hands McBreakerbox from North Central Oklahoma Generators. And starting for the South is Kilowatt. No last name on that? That's it.
That's it.
You're those dudes from Arrow Electric. You guys get out of here.
I told you we should stick to what we're best at. Football? No, electrical work. For all your electrical needs, call Arrow Electric. Service to the point.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
I can probably make it.
All right, folks, welcome to Tiger TV here on the Williams Foods pregame show. It's playoff time. And Weatherford's coming to town for round 1. The Tigers make it again. They're the 2 seed in District 4A2, so they get a home game this week. Brackets are out, and we are set to play the winner of Wagner and Broken Bow, if I remember that correctly.
Yep.
So depending on who wins, are we on the road for sure next week, or does it matter?
If Wagner wins, we will be on the road. If Broken Bow were to win, I believe we'd get to host another one. So
gotcha.
Pulling for the Broken Bow team. They're pulling for the Broken Bow. Their mascot goes away from me right
Savages
now. Savages. Yep, I think so. Maybe not. No, I'll figure that out and come back to you.
Yeah,
but,
we'll check into that.
But yeah, either way, I'd rather not go to Wagner.
Absolutely. No.
So.
Hey, we'd like another one at Richardson Family
That's
Stadium.
right.
That'd be great. We got week 1 here, and it should be a good one. Weatherford comes to town. They are 6-4 on the season. Going back and looking at their record, I noticed a couple things. Hadn't had any shutouts this year defensively, giving up some points. So I think that bodes well for the Tigers tonight. Offensively, and then they've been shut out a time or two and been held to a few points a time or two as well. So I really think this matchup suits up well for the Tigers with our strengths against theirs and our weaknesses against theirs, and so really excited. It should be a good one though. It's playoff football, so from here on out, there's really shouldn't be any bad games.
No,
you got to come to play every week.
Yeah, no walkthroughs. Once in a while, maybe the 1 seed's playing a pretty weak 4 seed, but not in this case. In Western Oklahoma, there's a lot of good football. And Tuttle and Weatherford, 2 historical programs of big, tough kids. And it ought to be a good ball game tonight, good matchup. There's some size challenges that Weatherford presents up front, and then also at a skill position. They've got a big boy we'll talk about a little bit later who's garnered a lot of interest nationally as a youngster with some college opportunities already. But 2 programs that met, I think, for the last time, 2-3 years ago in the state semifinals.
Yeah, Ethan Downs was on that team.
Ethan Downs on that team.
Current
and he
player.
He had a really good ball game that day.
He did.
Cold, rainy day over in Noble. But good matchup coming up tonight. The best part about it, the weather's – this is like football weather, if you want to call it. 55, 60 degrees with no wind. Beautiful night. It'll be packed. Weatherford will bring a good crowd, I'm sure. They usually do. And so the town of Tuttle, hopefully you can get out and support us. And if you're watching from afar, we welcome you to Tiger TV.
Absolutely. Good to be here on the Williams Foods pregame show. Excited to be broadcasting this week, playoffs, so a little different setup. We appreciate our sponsors that make it possible for us to be on the air. And so, again, should be a good one tonight. Just to kind of go over how things lay out for the playoffs. So 4 rounds. So basically it's a 16-team bracket.
Yep, 2 8-team tournaments basically.
Yep, winners face off in the finals. And so on our side of the bracket, you have Clinton and Bethany playing each other tonight. Ada and Ulaga Talala playing. Wagner and Broken Bow. And Tuttle and Weatherford. So Clinton Bethany plays the winner of Ada Ulaga Talala. And then on the other side of the bracket, so these teams on the other side of the bracket, we can't face them until the finals.
Yep.
We've got to win all the way through, and someone else has to. So the likes of Blanchard and Newcastle, we can't see one of those guys till the finals.
Yeah.
So Blanchard and Cash are playing each other tonight. Cushing and Salisaw playing as well. Podo and Miami are playing, and Elk City and Newcastle playing as well tonight. So that's the 16 teams in the 4A state playoffs.
Well, and I think that there's a good chance that all the Tri-City teams, Tuttle, Blanchard, and Newcastle, I think there's a pretty good chance that all 3 of those teams move on to the next round. I think Newcastle's got a pretty good matchup out with Elk City, and I think they probably, if I had to be a betting man, I'd probably bet on the Racers in that one. I think the matchup is good for them. So there's a good chance you get the top 3 seeds out of our district into the second round.
Yeah, absolutely. And so at that point, you would have 3 out of 8 teams remaining in the state were from your district, which just kind of tells you how tough the district was this year. I mean, it wasn't a cakewalk to get through there. So to finish second in that district is a pretty good thing there. Now you got to go handle business the rest of the time here in the playoffs, but you're in a pretty good spot to get it started here tonight against Weatherford.
No doubt about it. Playoff football is just a different deal. It's just there's a lot of 12th graders that this could be their last football game, and none of those 12th graders want it to end. And so as you see the Tigers coming out for their final warm-ups here under the lights. But those 12th graders, they don't want to they want to keep playing football, and sometimes you get a little bit better effort out of some guys that maybe you don't normally get. Some guys typically step up in the playoffs. There's just, you know, you can say a lot of good things about a lot of good players, but some guys are just built for this time of year, and you hope that Tuttle has those guys on the roster more than the Eagles do. But exciting football game coming up. I know something that's going to be a little bit challenging for Weatherford that they've been dealing with for a few weeks. Their starting quarterback has been out for about, I think this is the third week he's missed. The starting quarterback, I believe I'm not sure exactly what the injury was. I think a shoulder deal, but he's been missing ball games, so that's presented a little bit of a challenge to him. But hey, they're still a good football team, and they've got a good group of guys that they trust in, and it'll be a good football game tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. Going to be fun tonight. Again, the Tigers warming up out here. Season stats so far, we had a bit of an abbreviated game last week.
Yep.
But as the lights went out at Douglas High School and we ended at the end of the first quarter, but they still had a little bit of ability to pad their stats there. But Jackson Johnson, the quarterback, completing 68 out of 118 attempts, 57% completion percentage, almost 1,100 yards passing. Eli Terry's been in there as well. 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Again, if we can, kind of control the turnovers tonight, we talk about it all the time, is, hey, forcing mistakes and limiting mistakes. Forcing your opponent to make mistakes, capitalizing on those mistakes, and limiting your own mistakes. That is the thing that has cost the Tigers in their losses this year, is those mistakes.
Yep. And that's what happens a lot of time at this level, and really any level of football. I mean, if you're going to make mistakes, you're going to have to play really special for the rest of the time to overcome them. And I think that's really been something that the Tigers have focused on the last back half of the season, and I think there's been a lot of improvement in it too. I mean, Coach Ballard, kudos to him and his staff, finding different ways to move the ball downfield, and maybe, it's not the cool, the flashiest thing all the time, or some of those things that people really love seeing. But I'll tell you what, it's been really successful, and what it's about is winning football games right now. It's not about how cool you look. And the Tigers able to really find a little bit of an identity here offensively, and it starts on the ground for them, obviously. But, JJ and Eli have done a good job coming in. Major Sharps played some quarterback stuff and mostly ran it. But, there's opportunities, and you just want to be clicking at the end of the year. And I think that the Tigers are trending up, as they would say.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done some great things there. We mentioned the quarterback play. We've seen Major Sharp back there in what we call the Tigers blood formation, mostly been running out of that formation, but it's been a great short yardage formation for them. There haven't been any long runs out of that formation, but when you need 3 or 4 or 5 yards, it's been clutch to get those yards, and Major's done a great job of running that formation and getting the yards and getting downhill, which sort of adds another running back to the stable.
Sure.
Talking about running backs, Sean Roundsville Jr. has been sort of the workhorse this year. 123 carries, 815 yards, averaging about 6 yards a carry. Then Brady McAdoo, we talk about him, in the running back spot, but also wide receiver, slot position, those kind of things. Dynamic playmaker, 102 carries, 592 yards, averaging 5.8 yards a carry. But also you're going to see his name in the receiving category, 17 catches for 284 yards, averaging 16 yards a reception. So he's the kind of guy you want to get out in space, get the ball in his hands, and let him do his thing out there in space.
Well, and if you're the Eagles, and they have a good coaching staff and been around in a while, and they know that number 11 is the guy they want to try to stop, and they're going to try to, I'm sure, take him away from the ball game. But the thing with it is, if you try to get rid of 11, well, you might do that, but 27's had a heck of a year in the backfield. Sean Roundsville's ran the ball. I think he's really said, you know what, I have to run the ball with some conviction and do this for our ball club because if I don't, it's a one-man show really on offense, and I don't want to say that to put down anybody else, but everybody in the ballpark knows that everybody's trying to get the ball and keep the ball out of number 11's hands. And so Sean, I think, has been crucial to that. Noah McDoulet has made some big plays. Mark Douglas, Gabe Avalar out at receiver, and again Major Sharp's taking a big load off of of 11's shoulders. And so you're not ever self-centered as a ball club, especially an 11-man football team. It's a different game. You can't go have a LeBron James out there and win. But I'll say this: it's been a team effort, and I think it's a fun group to cheer for because everybody really enjoys everybody and really pulls and works for each other out there, and it's paying off for the back half of the year.
Absolutely, absolutely. So lights are on here in Tuttle. It's playoff football. You're joining us on the Williams Foods pregame show. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the second half of our pregame show here in just a moment.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meat, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
At Ortho Central, our goal is simple: to make your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after your grandkids, or simply enjoying a day without pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and now Newcastle, Ortho Central's team of surgeons, physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers are committed to helping you live your best life. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
If you want to be a state champ like a Tuttle Tiger, come down to Smokin' Joe's and get your fresh protein.
That ain't no baloney.
We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this off-season. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
right, welcome back to Tiger TV here on the Williams Foods pregame show. As you can see, time change has changed things a little bit. It's a little darker for kickoff tonight. You can see the Devon Tower downtown, and Weatherford's in town, round one of the playoffs, and Tuttle's got a game on their hands tonight. The band's out there on the field, cheerleaders are out there, the Palm Squad is out there. We got about 12 and a half minutes before this game kicks off. We talked about Weatherford, watching them warm up down there. They definitely, one of those deals, they passed the eye test down there, especially, one in particular. They got a couple guys with some size. Looking at their roster right now, a couple of 6'5" guys. One of them on the line there, a guard and a nose guard, Gage Stagel, 6'5", 325. As we'll pause for the national anthem as the pride of Tuttle plays it here for just a moment.
Those stars and stripes represent the greatest country on earth. Tonight, we salute the brave men and women, past and present, who've given up their time and even their lives to defend this great country and to protect the freedoms that flag represents. This weekend is a special weekend. Tomorrow we celebrate Veterans Day. To all veterans, we appreciate so much your service. Now please join the Tiger Pride Marching Band under the direction of Senior Drum Major Jordan Hines in an all-veteran salute in the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Tiger Pride Marching Band sounding great as usual.
I'd like to say, I don't know that there's a program at Tuttle that works as hard as the band. They grind it out, and that's one of the better national anthems that a high school band's going to perform, and nobody really understands that, but go to another football game and listen to their band play it. I call him Coach Boothby. He is the man.
Yep.
He's a huge baseball fan, so we already get along, but he does an awesome job, and these kids just work their tails off, and it's fun to – I mean, who gets fired up really at a football game for the band? But I'm telling you, we have a really good one. And so when you get a chance to go support them or go watch them, go do it.
Yep, absolutely. Great group of kids, hardworking, everything you want in a student organization. They embody it really good. So talking about some of Weatherford's players, Gage Stagel there on the line of scrimmage, lineman 6'5", 325, big boy down there. Tigers going to have their hands full with him. And then number 88, C.J. Nixon, 6'5", 216, junior wide receiver.
That's a little light. That's a little light.
Yeah, they caught him when he was slimmed down from the summer workouts because he looks about 240, 250. Very slender, great basketball player. And looking at his social media, I mean, you're talking offers from some big-time programs.
Yeah, football-wise, there's that team called Georgia, the Bulldogs.
They're pretty good.
Back-to-back national champs, and Georgia, LSU, And after you name a few of those, Alabama and Oklahoma, after you name those names, you really, I mean, it's just everybody that, anybody would take him. And
the only reason a school doesn't offer
they don't have a chance.
Think they have a chance.
Yeah. So also he has some D1 basketball offers as well. I mean, there's some D1 offers in his pocket to go play basketball too. So it kind of describes the kind of athlete he is.
Yeah.
He's not just a big dude. He can really move around and do some things. But we mentioned earlier, Weatherford without their normal starting quarterback tonight. He'd been out for a few weeks. I think his name was Chisholm, the junior, Stone Chisholm. I believe he's the one that was hurt, and he's a pretty good baseball player. So hopefully he gets back on the diamond this spring. But he's a pretty good little player, and they miss him for sure. But they got another guy out there that'll go and do things right. I think McSparrett is his name. So. But anyway, should be a good ball game. Those two guys, those big boys, are two that you're definitely keeping an eye out for and kind of maybe stay away from or go at, depending on how they're playing. And just a kind of a little bit of a rundown on the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something, we talk about the size of Gage Stagel there, 6'5", 325. That's something the Tigers will have to wrestle with a little bit. We've seen them roll out an undersized defensive line. When you've got, Beck Vargas, Brody Bliss, and Avalar, Avalar on the line of scrimmage, that's a smaller defensive line.
Sure.
Very quick, very effective, but we've also seen them all out the Guthrie game where you had Cody Abston, you had Jace Warren, you had some of those bigger guys on the defensive line, and so that'll be a little bit of a strategic play the Tigers will have to wrestle with tonight to see kind of what strategy they're going to go with in terms of size on the line.
Well, and I think one of the words that you really said that stuck out to me is you're going to have to wrestle with it, and I think that's something that can come into play tonight. I mean, you look at Cody Abston and you look at Jace Warren, two of those guys that will be up against him the majority of the night. They're wrestlers, and so that's something, and I'm not saying that young man doesn't wrestle also, but it's something that definitely helps those guys out in those situations, the leverage and the feet underneath you part of the football game. And so I think that while those guys are there, I think that, there's a scheme out there and they're ready to go, and hopefully you'll see the Tigers do that. And definitely presents a challenge, but I think the Tigers are up for it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
We talked about a little bit going around. I think you said Newcastle, Elk City playing tonight. Blanchard has who was Blanchard?
Blanchard has Cash.
Blanchard and Cash. Some of the area games that we'll kind of update you on as the evening goes on. But we win this game. If you're just joining us, if we win this game, we'll play the winner of Wagner and Broken Bow, and it will depend on who wins that ball game where it's at. If Wagner is to win, we will be on the road next week at Wagner. And then if Broken Bow is to win, I believe we would be the host because we are the higher seed. So looking forward to just taking care of our business first. That's the first and foremost, is just take care of our stuff. And then, let the cookies crumble how they may after that. You're just worried about the Tigers if you're the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You're just focused on handling business, taking care of business, and that's really, you've got to take, you talk about it all the time, one game at a time, but in the playoffs, it's really one game at a time because you're not promised next week.
No.
If you don't win this game, you're going home.
Yeah.
Season over, check in the equipment next week, and go home. So you're taking it one game at a time. You're focused on the opponent in front of you, and that's what the Tigers have to, that's the mentality they have to do. Next week's not guaranteed. You got to play 48 minutes tonight and get it done.
Yeah, you got to finish what you've worked for all year, and you never overlook anybody. I talked to Coach Ballard before the game last week against Classen, a team that everybody probably knew they were going to handle, but he's the same way. You just never so many things have to go right. He said that so many things have to go right for you to win a football game, and so a lot of things can go wrong. You just never know. So I would anticipate the Tigers pretty focused, pretty locked in, a good group of seniors that have been around a long time and had a lot of success in this program. State champions as freshmen, and now in their senior year trying to write their own chapter of the book. And so we're excited as both teams, Weatherford lining up in their respective side of the field, getting ready to take the field. And the Tigers, I'll say this, coming out of the new locker room, it is furnished inside. It's not all the way done, but it is awesome. If you get a chance to go walk by or see an opening, go try to look in there. It is unbelievable how much room that they've got and how awesome it is for the kids. And that's what this is all about, is making these things awesome and comfortable for the kids. And their locker room is just really special. I know what that's like in there behind those closed doors that the captains are running back into right now. It's probably really quiet, and it's about to probably erupt in there pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff. Captains came out and did their thing. Weatherford won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half, so the Tigers will receive. We'll see the offense out there. When you start with the ball, the key is you want to strike first. You want to put points on the board, set that rhythm. This is something when you come out on offense first, you can establish a rhythm, and if you can have a nice drive, limit mistakes, and move the ball down the field, you can really do some good. And so, we're excited about it. Playoff football, the lights, man, they got them working. They got the run-out lights
cool.
on. Really cool. Great work.
Brad
Berryhill, I know he's been working on the scenes with the lights. So they got the red lights on most of the field. And then you got the run-out lights that will, I think they will kind of go with the players.
That's pretty cool.
That's what I'm anticipating. So really pretty cool to see. Again, the new stadium, really, really cool. Fun atmosphere tonight. That is the one advantage of time changes. You can use the lights a little bit more because it is completely dark outside right now. Sun has officially set. We're almost ready for some playoff football right here. About 1:52 left. Here come the Tigers out onto the field. And so it should be a good one here. I'm excited to see how this one goes and to see how that offense comes out onto the field. Hoping for a touchdown drive to open things up.
Well, and you can really, if you get something going on the opening drive, it can really take the air out of the other side of the bleachers. And speaking of the bleachers, it's a good crowd here tonight on the home side. The student section's packed full of jerseys. It's jersey night. Find your favorite jersey. I told my baseball boys, they got their names on the back. I said, if you're a knucklehead tonight, someone's going to know who you are.
Yep. So they'll be able to call it out real easy.
But I'm sure there'll be some knuckleheads. There always are. But it's playoff football time here in Tuttle. It's almost kickoff. I've been excited about it since we got done last week, and it's just a lot of fun to be up here. We appreciate all of our sponsors for, again, getting us on the air. I had a lot of people texting, are you guys broadcasting this week for the football game? I know it's playoffs. And I said, well, of course we are. We got people in Tuttle taking care of us.
Right, making it happen.
Tyson Bliss. Anyway, Country Equipment, appreciate all of our sponsors. But, Weatherford Eagles about to kick it off, and Tigers taking the field.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for joining us on the Williams Foods pregame show. We'll have our Marshall Auto Supply, Napa Auto Parts starting lineups. And this week it'll start with the offense. So once they kick this thing off, we'll get into those starting lineups. We got our Smokin' Joe's players of the game coming up later. Hopefully we'll have a bunch of Koch's mechanical point after attempts to deal with tonight.
Yeah, always love to talk about Bo. That means the Tigers have put up some points. So we will have a little bit different kicker on the extra points tonight. Garrett Ogg, I know Diego Oliveira's out this week, so Garrett Ogg will handle almost all the kicking duties tonight. So as it looks like Luke Bruner, number 3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, number 3 for the Eagles. 7.
Number 7, which we don't have
on
our roster.
There goes Brady McAdoo.
Brady McAdoo breaking loose. It's a foot race. He's got the kicker to beat. Runs to an arm tackle. Gets caught from behind. Flag on the sideline here. It's going to be a sideline warning for the Tigers. So I don't think that it will bring it back. But Brady McAdoo with a great return there for the Tigers. Ball all the way down to the Weatherford 29-yard line, and that's what you need on special teams. So, yep, sideline warning.
Sorry.
No worries.
One of the Weatherford coaches is a baseball coach. They forgot something in the locker room. They needed it unlocked, so he came and asked me for it.
They know who to talk to. They know who's got the
info.
info.
And then I make a phone call, right?
That's right. That's
good,
right.
Good start there, though.
Absolutely. That's what. Hey, get the ball in number 11's hands. I wouldn't kick it to him if I was Weatherford, but they chose to, and he makes them pay down to the 29. Now Sean Roundsville, he's going to be hit early and wrapped up. No gain on that play. Weatherford's pumped up about that one.
Nixon on the tackle. Sean Roundsville with the carry. No gain on the play. Second down, second and 10.
Oh, the Napa Auto Parts Marshall Auto Supply starting lineup. You see it back there in the backfield. Jackson Johnson at quarterback, Sean Rounsaville, the running back. The line of scrimmage there, you got Jace Warren at center, right guard Mikey Turner, right tackle Tandon White, left guard Kason Rackley, left tackle Cody Abson as Sean Rounsaville takes the handoff. He'll get a couple and be bottled up. Doesn't ever go down officially, but a nice gain on second down for the Tigers. Brings up 3rd and 5 now. Brady McAdoo in there at the slot receiver. Mark Douglas and Gabe Avalar were in there as well at the receiver spot as Holden Connor and Brady McAdoo check out.
Yeah, you'll see several guys rotating in there always for the offense at those skill spots, but good run right there by Rounsaville on second down. Cut it in half, make it 3rd and manageable here for the Tigers.
Double tight look with McDoulet and Probst at the tight end spot. Gonna roll out. Hits McDoulet, who gets past the defender for the first down. C.J. Nixon had a bead on it, but can't quite make the play. Good pitch and catch there. Quick decision from Jackson Johnson to get it out there to McDoulet and pick up the first down.
Yeah, scoot out there, get your shoulders turned, put a bullet pass right on the money. It looked like it could have been knocked away, but he put it right where he needed to, and McDoulet, good focus right there, catch it, get upfield.
This time they'll hand it off to McAdoo, who'll cut it up. He'll get inside the 5-yard line. It'll be a first down. So he picks up 11 on that carry. He'll be inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Tigers from the 4-yard line now.
Yeah, quick burst right there from McAdoo off the right side there. A big hole opened up. He fought through a tackle and stretched out inside the 5.
Yep, 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Tigers knocking on the door. Hand it off. He's going to put a foot in the ground. McAdoo gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the lights are flashing in Tuttle.
Just a patient run right there by 11. And, I mean, what a way to start the football game if you're the Tigers. Brady McAdoo hangs back patiently and scurries right into the end zone. There was a helmet rolling off.
Mikey Turner's hat popped off, and so they get a sub in there for him on the field goal unit. Again, Garrett Ogg kicking the extra points tonight. Snap, hold, the kick is up. And it's good. That's a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt. With 10 minutes, 1 second left in the first quarter, Koch's Mechanical, call Bo for all your heat and air needs as it starts cooling off and the temperatures drop. Have Bo come out, check out your heater, get everything running right for you, keep you warm all winter long. We'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Tigers have taken a 7-0 lead. Weatherford deferred. The Tigers took the ball. Brady McAdoo took it back to the 29-yard line, and then a couple plays later punched in the end zone on the 4-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, 5-play drive there, 1 pass for 9 yards. The rest on the ground, 4 carries, 20 yards, and Pater. That's a good little pooch kick
high
right
kick
there. Number 2 fields it.
He'll have a short return down to the 31-yard line. Hudson makes cry. Sophomore return man.
Had a little bit of room right there initially on the first move, and it kind of closed up. Kickoff team's done a really good job all year, and another good job. Good kick right there from Ogg, just really getting it up in the air and letting the guys get downfield. And
that's a tough little.
It's an 11-yard return.
That's like a 52-degree wedge right there that you're kicking.
Exactly.
Backspin on it, getting it to check up.
I can't hit my 52-degree like that. I'll tell you that.
Right. That's a tough. That's a tough kick. I don't know if folks realize. That's a pretty talented kick right there from Ogg. Great job on the special teams defense out there. Weatherford going to put it on the ground. He'll be brought down, pushes forward for 5. on first down. Tough run from the running back there. Defense of the Napa Auto Parts Marshall Auto Supply starting lineup. On the defensive line, you got Beck Vargas, Adrian Avalar, Cody Abston. Linebackers Joe Wright, Holden Connor, and Luke Falwell. Noah McDewitt and Brady McAdoo at the spur and bandit position. Major Sharp, Mark Douglas, the cornerbacks, and Gabe Avalar, the safety. 2nd and 5 for Weatherford.
And roll back here. Big hit right there from Mark Douglas.
Yep.
You kind of see the size of Nixon right there. That ball put on the money, and he had a clear shot at him, and Mark put a blow on him, but he didn't really move much. And it's just a big athlete, but good job giving him out of bounds.
Good coverage there by the Tigers. It moves the chains for Weatherford, but, you know, you'll make them earn it 3, 4, 5 yards at a time, because eventually you stop them on one of those or they don't connect on one of those, and now you're getting a 3rd and long situation. But 1st and 10 for Weatherford now.
They're going to run a lot of that right there, that power.
Little seam coming. Gabe Avalar steps up, but not before they get enough for the first down. 11 on that carry.
Yeah,
Just able to find a seam.
They're really going to try to run the football a lot. They're going to try to get the quick stuff out. That's what they like to do. They like to run power a lot. They'll move some guys in motion, but they're going to try to run on the ground and be physical, and that's what's been successful for them. And they're dealing with, like I said, no disrespect, they're a backup quarterback in there, so probably a little bit more reliant on the run game.
More motion. They hand it off again. Positive yards again on first down. And if you're Weatherford, you kind of like what you're seeing, picking up chunk yards 5, 6 at a time.
Well, we talked about this in the Newcastle game. I would imagine there's some different looks that you haven't seen on film. So Weatherford's doing some things that you haven't seen, and sometimes we talked about it earlier this year against Newcastle. It just takes a little bit to get settled in and get a drawn up scheme for it to kind of shut that stuff down. So, you know, you have a little success early, and that happens a lot of times.
2nd and 5 for Weatherford. Inside Tiger territory now, dropping back to pass, going to put it up down the field. Got a man down the sideline, able to bring it in. He's going to be in. We'll see if he completed the catch to the ground. No signal yet, but we're about to get it.
He gave a touchdown. Yeah, it's touchdown. The guy in the middle of the field.
Gotcha. Touchdown, Weatherford. Nice deep ball there. Just drops it right in over the Tiger defender. So Weatherford answers back after the Tigers answer quick, and so 7 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Weatherford trying to bottle or tie this one up at 7 with an extra point. Looking
like they need an extra guy out there. Well, I'll say this: the backup quarterback's got a pretty good arm, and that ball was thrown really, really well. That's a 40-yard touchdown strike. He threw it about 44 yards in the air on the money, and I thought Douglas had pretty good coverage. It was just a really good ball. He may have had a step on him right there, and you know that happens with a run-heavy team. Sometimes you creep up trying to stop the run, and you get beat over the top. But I'm sure it'll be corrected, and we got ourselves a football game early on.
Absolutely. We're tied at 7. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Weatherford answers here in the first quarter. We got 7 minutes, 53 seconds left at Richardson Family Stadium. Playoffs, week 1. And if you're looking on your screen right now, notice the kicker is 3 yards deep. This looks like a field goal kick. So Noah McDewitt on the far side of the field better be ready for a deep onside.
They're going to move up. Looks like they're going to move everybody up over there on that side. Roundsville scoots up as well.
Yep, good recognition from Sean Roundsville. Watch for a little pooch kind of onside here. And that's what you'll get. Roundsville backs up to catch it. He'll have a chance to return it a little bit. And he'll get just to the 31-yard line this time, and that's what Weatherford was trying to do. Definitely not kicking it to number 11 that time.
Yeah, and that's the way you kind of eliminate the run game or the return game. I mean, Sean still had maybe a little bit of a chance, but your blockers don't get set up like they normally do. And good kick again right there from Weatherford. Same kind of deal we just did on our last kickoff. So I like it. I mean, good electric ball game early on, and see how the Tigers respond here.
1st and 10 Tigers from the 31-yard line. Eli Terry in at quarterback now. Roundsville to his right.
And you've seen the Tigers rotate some guys through there, just trying to get some consistency out of the quarterback spot. So, ooh, Nixon almost got that one.
Gets in there, about picks that one off, able to bat it down. He was in the backfield quick.
Yeah, he got off the line and he wasn't going towards the line. He kind of, that's probably one of those plays you scout out on defense and you see who's out there trying to get the ball to 11. He makes the jump and almost turns it into 6 points right there.
It's going to kind of be a fun little game tonight of where's C.J. Nixon lined up on defense.
Yep.
I think he's lined up everywhere but safety and cornerback right now. They're kind of move him around to different levels. And when you have an athlete like that, you can do that. I mean, that's the versatility of a guy like that.
Major Sharp
going to try and bounce it outside. He'll be bottled up. Mikey Turner's helmet
God,
pops
Mikey,
off.
you got to keep the helmet on. You got to quit coming out of the game.
If the bleach in the hair made it slippery or what, but
good pickup there from Major Sharp. It's about 7 yards there, 6 yards there. They'll give him. So another 3rd and manageable. Last time we had 3rd and 5. Got 3rd and 4 here. Want to be good on 3rd down tonight. One of those key areas of the ball game. You got to win 3rd down.
Terry back in at quarterback.
We're stacking the box pretty heavy here.
Rolling to his right, putting it in the air, and had Nixon in his face and kind of had to get rid of it a little quick.
Pass is incomplete. That'll bring it 4th down.
Yeah, Terry just really was looking for the little flag route, out route, if you want to call it that, and really didn't have much space, and then had 88 in his face as well, so just got rid of it right there. So McAdoo into punt here on 4th and 4. We'll spread it out here, a little different look for a punt team. And 11 back there is a little bit of an athlete, so.
I got to keep him honest. He will punt it away. High punt.
Good punt, too. It might hit that guy in the back, doesn't it?
Almost hit a Weatherford player. He'll take a tiny Tiger hop. Be there at the 33-yard line. So Weatherford will take over. Good stop to get the Tiger offense off the field, this time with no points. 7 minutes, 5 seconds. That's the other thing. That drive didn't take very long for the Tigers. So Weatherford with plenty of time scored on their first drive, and they'll try and do it again. Now Tigers defensive line, Avalar, Vargas, and Warren out there right now.
Yeah, and really, I mean, you got beat in the air last time, but you got to shut the run game down, and that's what the Tigers have got to stay focused on here. Keep playing your defense you played all year.
Trying to get the end. He's got some room out there. Gets a block outside. He'll pick up plenty for the first down. Get to midfield.
Yeah, big hole over there. Kind of outnumbered. We were a man short on the top side of your screen, and Weatherford had the right play called for it. And big hole there. Gain of 15, 17 yards right there on first down. So Tigers just need to settle in, play assignment football, wrap up and tackle in the open field.
1st and 10 Weatherford. He'll put it on the ground the other way. Bounces off a couple, still driving his feet. Tough run there. Number 27, we've seen a couple of tough runs from him tonight. Jackson Blackman, junior for Weatherford.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's 5'11", 192, pretty thick kid and runs his feet strong. We've seen a couple times him get hit at the line of scrimmage and kind of bounce off, so Tigers really need to hang on and maybe get that lower half taken care of.
Little read option, hands it there. Flag coming in. That's in the area of holding.
You can put it on the board. Either holding or or illegal set. Looks like holding. The penalty, it would mark it. It would make it 3rd and 8 here if you
decline it.
If you decline it, but it looks like they'll take them back 10 yards. Repeat 2nd down. Yep.
Yep, they will. So holding on Weatherford will move them back.
We're at the 42-yard line now. 2nd and 18-ish or so. So good job by the Tigers there anyway. Either way, you get help with the flag as well. So 2nd and 18, you kind of watch for screens and draws and watch for 88 probably right here a little bit. Try to run it.
Little read option, hands it there.
Good job.
Hitting the backfield. Good job. Defense coming, brought some pressure that time. And
that was Luke
nowhere.
Falwell. Luke Falwell came around the backside right there and made a really heck of a good tackle and a good running back, and that's a big time stop. No yards right there to cut it the distance down.
Yeah, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 19 for Weatherford, and good job there. Kind of a read option, and really didn't give the quarterback a good option on that one. Looked like whether he kept it or gave it, he was going to get tackled pretty quickly.
Yeah, and you're probably going to see the ball in the air here. Screen.
Yep, set a screen up, had a nice play design there. Yep, really well designed. Still going to be short of the line to gain, but a nice play design there for Weatherford. Picks up most of it.
You got a man down over there for Weatherford, but that's kind of what happened. Those 3rd and 19s, those are those, like I said on 2nd down, it's those watch for screens, watch for draws where you suck the defense upfield, thinking you get a pass rush and then dump it off underneath. And did a good job tackling and keeping it in 4th down.
So we got an injured player on the field. We'll step away on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
At Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle, we're more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community. Our friendly staff and warm atmosphere create a welcoming environment for our guests. Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle.
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Injured player was number 53, Elijah Raji, Jr. for Weatherford, able to walk off under his own power, so good to see that. But 4th down coming up for Weatherford, and they got a decision. I think it's 2-down territory here, especially at this point in the game. 5 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first quarter. If you can pick this up, kind of get the momentum on your side and see if you can keep this drive alive.
Watch for the hitch routes right here. They like to just throw the hitch, just like that.
That's what it is, and able to complete it. He's hit right when he catches it, but it's still good enough for the first down.
Yeah, and that's in their playbook. They run it a lot. It's just all hitch, where they all run right there just past the sticks, and they shut it down, and the ball's on them as soon as they turn around. It's tough to defend, and you say, well, why are we not? Well, we just got beat for 40 yards over the top. You can't just you got to pick one or the other, and if you take the chance, it can really burn you. So, you know, as an underdog, if I'm the underdog coach, I'm taking some chances tonight. You got to do something out of the normal to beat a better team, I think.
Yep, absolutely. 1st and 10, Weatherford. Man in motion, they'll hand it off. Beck Vargas gets in there quick, though, bottles it up.
Tackle for loss right there.
And he just beat a block there to get in there.
Yeah, good job by Beck, just staying on the line of scrimmage. He's done a really good job this year. Beck's played really, really well, and the coaches, I mean, they've all mentioned it. He's done a heck of a job coming in this year and really just being dependable every day. Looks like they gave him back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know about that. I don't know if I like that spot.
It was close. He hit him about a yard deep and then fell right there at the stick. So
I'm being
it's
a homer.
Decent spot. timeout coming from Weatherford. They want to talk about it. I think the play clock was running down. 3 minutes, 41 seconds left in the first quarter. We're knotted up at sevens here at Richardson Family Stadium. It's playoff football. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Coming out of the Weatherford timeout. They wanted to talk about it on offense. They come out 3 wide, move the protection a little bit, see what they drew up. They're going to throw it down the field.
Brady
McAdoo picks it off, steps in front of it. Good coverage. Now it's a foot race. We got a flag down on the far side as well. So we'll see what this flag is.
It's going to be on us on the return right there, but I don't think we care. Great job by Brady reading that right there, stepping right in front of Mr. Erickson Mr. I say C.J. Nixon right in front of him and just grabbed it and said, "That's mine. I'm going the other way." So looks like it'll be Tuttle ball on the.
So it was ineligible man downfield on Weatherford.
Doesn't matter anyway.
So they'll decline that penalty. The turnover counts. Brady McAdoo with the interception. Tigers take over. Great play there, and that's a preparation interception right there because they knew the route combinations coming, and Brady does a good job staying underneath that. They kind of had Nixon high load on that, had a safety over the top. Brady's able to play underneath and step in front of that, and the sure-handed Tiger receiver gets a catch on defense. Jackson Johnson in at quarterback for the Tigers will hand it to Roundsville. Kind of pauses. And Weatherford shot low and just bobbled it up.
Had a lot of pullers right there running through, and it kind of got clogged up a little bit. Sean pokes free. Still a gain of 3 right there for Sean. So that's the thing we've talked about with Sean. He does a really good job falling forward, and that wrestler balance and just tough to bring down initially.
He's usually pretty good. He's usually good for positive yards.
Yeah.
Second down, McAdoo in motion. Jet sweep coming. He's going to cut it up the field, cuts back, makes a man miss. He'll get a first down. That's just tough running there.
McAdoo will come out, looks like.
Helmet got ripped off late.
I called him M&M earlier, the bleached blonde playoff hair, and he got that buzz cut going on. And
another injured
M&M rolling through the hole right there.
Another injured player, so we'll take another break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Navigating through Medicare.
Welcome to today's matchup between the North and South College All-Stars. The starting quarterback for the North All-Stars today is Lightning Hands McBreakerbox from North Central Oklahoma Generators. And starting for the South is Kilowatt. No last name on that? That's it.
That's it.
You're those dudes from Arrow Electric. You guys get out of here.
I told you we should stick to what we're best at. Football? No, electrical work. For all your electrical needs, call Arrow Electric. Service to the point.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Number 20, the injured Weatherford Eagle, making his way off the field with a slight limp. That's Cash Jennings, junior defensive back.
No relation to Austin Jennings, the former assistant basketball coach.
Gotcha.
At Tuttle. But first and 10 Tigers here. McAdoo has to set this one with his helmet rolling off. So
had a question come in on the text line. What's on the back of Weatherford's jersey? It looks like an American flag.
Yeah, it looks like the flag.
Where the last name typically is on a uniform if there are last names. But it is the American flag. Sean Roundsville gets tripped up. C.J. Nixon, good play there, just shedding off a block and diving at the feet.
Yeah, there's a hole right there, and all of a sudden he's off his block. So you kind of see the versatility from 88 right there going and making that play. Looks like we're going to have another officials timeout. Looks like someone's
equipment
bleeding. Looks like Mark Douglas is bleeding.
All right,
I don't know. Maybe they're playing this stupid knee pad deal. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It could be that his knee pads are not down. I don't know. Or it looks like he's bleeding. Yeah, they're calling for the trainer. So
get him patched up. Here he comes.
McAdoo back in there.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first quarter. It's knotted up at 7s here at Richardson Family Stadium, playoff week 1. Tigers with 10 seconds on the play clock, adjusting things at the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to Roundsville, who hits the hole hard.
He's still on his feet.
Still on his feet. He's going to get there. 10-5 touchdown, Sean Roundsville. And he just hammered the hole and then popped through 42 yards for the touchdown scamper. Sean Roundsville running with purpose on that one.
That boy can run, and he got some help, but he made a lot of that happen on his own. And 27 said, you know what? He saw, I'll tell you, 88 was coming down the tracks, down the line of scrimmage, and he hit that hole a little differently that time, and nobody could bring him down. Great blocking downfield by Gabe Avalar at the end of that run to spur that last 20 yards and off to pay dirt. Big-time answer from the Tigers.
Garrett Ogg puts it up, and that's a Koch's Mechanical point-after attempt. For all your heat and air needs, call Bo over at Koch's Mechanical. He'll get you taken care of. Whether you're hot or cold or want to be one or the other, call Bo. He'll get you hooked up. We'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. 1 minute, 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Tigers strike again on the Sean Roundsville 42-yard touchdown run. Tigers up 14-7. Man, we talk about Sean being such a patient runner, and that time the impatience paid off. He put his foot in the ground and got up the field. He didn't want to give old C.J. Nixon a chance to track him down.
He's been sandbagging all year. That ball's driven deep.
Yep, fielded at the 5. They'll have a chance at a return. Wyatt Probst bottles him up.
Everybody's on him now.
Bliss, now they're going to drive him all the way out of bounds.
Get everybody back on the field. And
fans are a little excited over there as they run him out of bounds.
Good return right there. Looks like about 24 yards there on the, 28 yards on the return right there. Good job. And looks like we're going to have a man down. I hope it's
87.
Yeah. Looks like that's Corian Brown for us. He just come up a little limp.
Yeah, he'll pop up and hobble off. Everybody got a little excited over there on the sideline. You kind of see that one coming as they're driving him hard to the sideline.
I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle a little sooner because he was not going forward. He was just kind of stuck in his ways. But I don't know. He was moving pretty quick towards the side. You never know. You could break out of there and everybody gets mad at you. So.
Right, yeah, a little give you an inadvertent whistle and everybody gets excited. But
playoffs, you better let that roll.
That's right. Let it play out. Let it play out. So 1st and 10 Weatherford, 35-yard lines where they'll start this drive. Minute 36 left. Not really a wind factor tonight. Doesn't really matter which way you're going tonight.
Oh, big time.
Put it on the ground. He's bottled up quick.
Big time play right there. That's Adrian Avalar getting back in the swing of things. And
we've seen that quickness before. He hadn't been able to break through there that cleanly yet tonight, but he absolutely hit that quarterback and running back as they were meshed on the handoff.
That mesh point is why the mesh is where the quarterback and running back meet for the handoff or the decision to pull it. And Adrian said, you better make a decision pretty quick here as he's in the lap, and a big-time stop on first down pushes him back 2nd and 15 here.
Clock under a minute, so we'll have a couple plays here. A little swing pass coming out. McDoulet does a good job getting out there, bottling it back up to Falwell.
It's a really good team football play right there on defense. That's McDoulet pushing up and sending him back inside to the bad guys, and then Falwell coming in and making the tackle, and you gain a 2 right there, you're fine.
Yeah, and you look at that and you think, well, why didn't McDoulet make that play 3 yards deep? Well, that's not the play.
No, that's not the play.
Push it back, make it a 2-yard gain, because if you cut that in and try and make a hero play, I might go for 50. And so good team defense there from the Tigers. We'll have one more snap here in the first quarter.
Watch for Nixon out wide on the comeback route. They're moving. They're not set, and they're going to call timeout.
Yeah, Weatherford will have to burn another timeout with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
RSP Photography brings you professional quality action shots in the metro area. We offer team pricing for action shots, team photo shoots, and graphic designs. RSP Photography, you cheer on the team and we'll focus on the action.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. 3rd and 12 for Weatherford. Gonna roll out.
Just got a
Nixon.
tackle.
Yep, just bottle him up, hit him. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. The Tigers are going to take a 14-7 lead into the second quarter, and a 4th down coming up for Weatherford. We'll step away on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Start of the second quarter, and it's going to start with a Weatherford punt. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Brady McAdoo back deep to receive this one.
As I say in Stillwater, the apparent punt formation. You can't ever, especially when you're playing the Sooners. Oh, roll right. Oh, that one's blocked.
Avalar gets a hand on it.
He's going to
scoops
score
it up.
He's going to score
Scoops it up. He's running.
He's going to score the football.
Avalar with the block,
baby,
and the touchdown.
Adrian Avalar caught a line drive punt, about caught it clean, picked it up. And that's the rule when you catch it on that end of the field. You pick it up and try to score, and then here come the buddies. Touchdown, Tigers.
Absolutely, just great athletic play from Avalar. He got in there last week against Classen and technically got 2 of them. This week, just a line drive, kind of trying to do that rugby style, roll to the right punt. And Avalar makes them pay. Great recognition to find, blocks it, turns around, finds it, picks it up, breaks a tackle. Like you said, the buddies come to help. They get the brigade out in front of him, block, and he heads to the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. Now Garrett Ogg in for the extra point.
When I got a little excited right there, I saw the ball on the ground, and I said, he's going to score the football. He's going to score the football, and I meant it because I saw the cavalry coming, and he went into the end zone. That could be a play of the game type of play, a momentum changer.
Yeah, that's a Cokes Mechanical point after attempt from Garrett Ogg as well. Folks, as it starts getting cold, call Bo for all your heat and air needs. Get that heater checked out. You don't want to be caught out in the cold. Call Bo at Cokes Mechanical. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a minute.
Hey guys, we're here at Smokin' Joe's. This has got the best meat in the 405. If you haven't ate here yet, you got to.
Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. From our mouth-watering meats to our homemade sides, every dish is crafted to perfection. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch.
Come join us at Smokin' Joe's.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Special teams coming to play tonight. You got to win all three phases in the playoffs. Adrian Avalar with the blocked punt, recovered blocked punt, returned for a touchdown. Just a fantastic play.
Looks like we're standing up for the vets here at Tiger Stadium, and kickoff about to happen.
Yep, Garrett Ogg gonna kick it high and deep this time. The 10-yard line. Coverage team getting down
good
there.
Hit right there.
Yeah, nice coming in there.
Luke Falwell.
Number 21 in there on that one.
So
it's going to be Tyrese Gonzalez coming in.
Tyrese, Luke may have laid a little hit. Tyrese kind of finished it off there. A couple good big hits there. Luke was kind of slow getting up on that one. Hopefully he's all right.
So Weatherford down 21-7 now, 11 minutes, 42 seconds here in the second quarter.
Well, that punt was just kind of weird. The punter caught the punt, took a drop step, and took his time.
Rolled to the right almost. You know, you thought, yeah, might be trying to fake this thing, and then kind of rugby style punt it.
Holden did a really good job right there. He didn't make the play, but just
Setting
really
the
keeping
edge.
that in there. Good run on first down there.
Yep, Weatherford
number
picks
9
up
again.
6.
Victor Garcia there on the carry. Yeah, and if the camera was on us, we've been standing up since Adrian Avalar blocked that punt. We forgot to set back down and relax. Got a little fired up. I gave Eli a couple Ric Flair chops to the chest as that play was going on. So,
yeah.
Pretty exciting play there. Isolate Nixon over here.
Trying to go deep down the field. Sharp
Great
in coverage.
coverage by Major Sharp right there.
Good coverage.
I mean, blanketed him all the way. They ran a little flag route right there, a little corner if you want to call it, and Major running it for him.
And if you've got a young cornerback at home, rewind that.
Yeah.
Watch it with him. He gets his hand to the inside that's on the receiver side and puts it on that hip. He's not grabbing him, but he's just riding him, and he knows where he's at. He can turn his head and play the ball and just stays with him, keeps his body into him. Perfectly legal, great coverage, and it's really hard to catch a pass when the defender's standing between you and the ball.
Yeah, and forcing him to the sideline at the same time, all those things, textbook right there. Watch this. Quick
Pulls
stuff.
it quick, little swing out there, but Brady McAdoo tracks him down. They pick up the first down, but that's all right.
Yeah, good play right there from Weatherford, just getting it out in the flat. Little misdirection, play action there. But back to that Major Sharp, what you were talking about, that's just textbook. And I'm pretty sure that I saw him working on that in the driveway with old Bill Sharp the other day. I think Bill was showing him a thing or two. So good job, Major, listening right there.
Still coaching him up.
Grandpa Bill and Major has had a great year this year so far for the Tigers, all over the field.
Yep, played well his senior campaign. 1st and 10 Weatherford. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
Looking for 88, and there's going to be
able to sneak it in there between a couple of defenders. It'll be enough for a first down. That was a good pitch and catch. There wasn't a very big window there to squeeze it between, and he gets it between there.
Well, I think right there, I hear coaches from our booth getting a little excited down the row over there, but I think that ball's floating up in the air too long to not go make a play on the football, and that's what they were a little frustrated about. And And nowadays with the targeting stuff, you can't go put a big blick on somebody when they touch it. You're fearing for 15 yards. But good job by Nixon securing that 11-yard gain.
1st and 10 now in Tiger territory at the 46-yard line. The quarterback pulls it this time, but that's Avalar bottling him up.
Talk about a football game. That's 2 TFLs in the first half, 2 tackles for losses and a touchdown. 22, that foot injury he's been dealing with, man's ready to go.
Looks like he's feeling pretty good this week. 1-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 11 coming up, and that's a perfect way to play a read option right there. Linebacker's got it covered on the running back, so he pulls it, and then your nose guard bottles up the quarterback, sheds a block, and makes a play.
Watch him move the running back to the other side and then roll to it. They've done that quite a bit. They've also
got a man across the middle. Sneaks free. McAdoo delivers a big hit, but not before they pick up a big chunk of yards down to the 21-yard line. And that's where that run-pass option
that's that
comes
RPO.
in.
That's that RPO, that Y pop, if you want to call it, the little tight end up the seam, the little pop pass, and he put it right on the money.
Yep.
And what happens right there is you get the linebackers flow into the run, and it takes them away, and then the tight end sneaks right back against the grain right there. And good job by the quarterback making that read. You say, well, why don't you do that all the time? It's hard.
Yeah. You got to have enough time back there to make that happen. Tracked down from behind this time. Holden Connor coming in from the backside, making that tackle. No gain on the play. Yeah, we've said a couple of things. We read option, which is where it's a run play. You're reading and you're picking. Am I going to hand it to the running back, or as the quarterback, am I going to keep it? Run pass option, you've got 3 options. You can give it to the running back, you can keep it and run it as a quarterback, or you've got a pass dynamic out of that as well that adds a layer to it. It also adds an element of time to make that read and figure out what you want to do. So 7 minutes, 52 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for Weatherford. Pressure coming. Good job throwing it at the feet of his running back.
Yeah, they got a screen set up right there. Beck Vargas does a great job, but also Holden Connor does a great job of sniffing that screen out and sensing it. 3rd and long here, so looking for a couple things here. If they got a running back to the receiver heavy side, they like to roll out into that and usually try to find 88. They also run some hitches here, and it's probably 2 down territory, so you might see like a 5-6 yard hitch, try to get most of it back and then go for it on 4th down. Tigers have been really good on 1st down defense since the opening drive pretty much. I've really done a good job on
3 seconds on the play clock. Weatherford's going to have to use their last timeout of the half. 3rd and 10 when we come back. 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Tigers up 21-0. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Hey guys, we're here at Smokin' Joe's. This has got the best meat in the 405. If you haven't ate here yet, you got to.
Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. From our mouth-watering meats to our homemade sides, every dish is crafted to perfection. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch.
Come join us at Smokin' Joe's.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. On 3rd down, Weatherford goes for the reverse, and Luke Falwell sniffs it out, blows it up for no gain, so it'll be 4th and 10. Injured Weatherford player going to quickly get off the field. Tiger's going to come over and talk about it for a second. We'll stay here this time. So Tiger defense does a good job after the little tight end breaks free, gets them down to almost the red zone, and then stalls out right there at the 21-yard line. We'll see what Weatherford decides to do right here. 4th and 10 from the 21-yard line.
Looks like they're going to go for it, I believe. But, yeah, they ran a little reverse. You missed it here, but everybody on the defense did a really good job. Luke Falwell delivered a pretty big blow. So, looks like they're going to – where's the play clock at? Where are we not running? Oh, here we go. Injured timeout. So, here comes a rollout to the right, I bet.
Low snap.
Nope.
He's going to put it up in the air deep to his big man who
nope, it's incomplete.
Makes it.
No.
Yeah,
he
brings
did
it
catch
in,
it.
and that's the play call right there when you a little bit hopeless on 4th and 10. Throw it up to the big guy. See what happens, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
C.J. Nixon with the touchdown.
I mean, Gabe Avalar's right there, and he has hands on the football, and it's one of those you just get out-athleted right there in the end zone. I thought it may have been moving a little bit as they came down, but referee's a lot closer than I am, and good play by C.J. Nixon right there. That's a pretty special football play for the big man.
That's a good asset to have out there on 4th and 10. Throw it up, wished in a prayer, and let your D1 recruit see what he can do with it. So the extra point is up and good, 21-14. We'll be back on Tiger TV for a kickoff in just a moment.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. The C.J. Nixon touchdown puts Weatherford within one touchdown. 21-14 the score. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Weatherford set to kick it off. Another short kick there. Noah McDoulet fields it, gets out past the 35-yard line.
Yeah, McDoulet right there kind of saw what was up as the play was before the kick started. He switched sides so he can go over there and get a hand on it and catch it. And good return there out past the 35-yard line, 37 for Noah McDoulet.
Weatherford coach is a little fired up at the end of that.
There was a body
return.
There was a body went flying across the field. Sometimes that's just a casualty of the game there.
It is. That's one of those where the whistle may not have stopped completely blowing when the block was finished. McAdoo cuts it up, bottled up inside this time. Weatherford does a good job setting the edge, forcing him up inside early. C.J. Nixon making the play.
And no gain right there. That one goes down as a pass attempt as well. No gain there. McAdoo will check out and McDoulet back in. A little jet sweep toss, whatever you want to call it, whatever your terminology is. Beautiful night tonight here in Tuttle.
Absolutely gorgeous for playoff football. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. They give it to Roundsville. He gets around the edge.
Good run.
Still churning his feet forward. Picks up 8 this time.
Good carry from Sean. Kind of got bottled a little bit and kind of just put his left shoulder down, leaned forward, and squirted through there for a couple extra yards. And 3rd and short here for the Tigers.
Sean showing a little bit of range with his running style tonight. We've seen that patient sort of hesitation, let the play develop, and tonight a couple times now, that one and then the touchdown run, just kind of putting a foot in the ground and going, hitting the hole hard.
Got 10 seconds here on the play clock. I might have to burn one. I'm not
Tigers
sure.
blood formation, Major Sharp in the backfield. They'll have time to get it off. Pulls it. Lucky we didn't get called for a hold. Big hit delivered over on the far sideline.
Yeah, they've sniffed that one out, and they did a really good job to pinning that, pinning that back a couple yards, and they kind of blew the mesh up like we talked about earlier. Adrian Avalar did, Weatherford did a good job disrupting that and Major forced to pull it and try to get outside and bring up 4th and 5.
Yep, punt unit rolls out there. McAdoo drops back to punt for the Tigers. Like you said, the apparent punt formation. Twins on either side of the formation. McAdoo gets it off. It's high and short. Be just across the 50.
Off the side of his foot there. Yeah, I will say we did see one of the most spectacular plays all year come on a punt a couple weeks back as McAdoo caught a high snap one-handed, and it was well on its way towards the other goal line, and ended up getting the punt off inside the 5-yard line, and it was an incredible play. That one right there, not very characteristic of Brady. That one came off the side of his foot right there, kicked it really high and just missed it.
1st and 10 Weatherford from the Tiger 46-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, and it's bottled up. McDoulet stepping up in there. Joe Wright making the play as well. 5 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Tigers up 21-14. Defense trying to get another stop.
Yeah, you try to get a stop here, and then you got all 3 of your timeouts to go move the ball back downfield and do some things. So you definitely want to try to get some more points, and you definitely want to try to keep the Eagles off the end zone as well. So good start there on 1st down.
2nd and 8 now for Weatherford.
Keep your eye on 88. That one's blown up.
Oh, he able to sneak free, get the handoff off, pick up a couple. Fortunate to get one there.
Yeah, it looked like they just get 1 yard, maybe 1.5, now 2 yards it looks like. But that one kind of disrupted in the backfield. Beck Vargas making a presence known back there. So this is that 3rd and 6, 7-ish range, and you kind of watch for those hitch routes here if you're the Tigers.
Yeah, and you're looking for that hitch. Watch them to break that route off at about the 42-yard line and come back to the 43. That's all they're trying to get if they run that. I think you'll see an out route up there about the same distance this time. This time a little deeper, gets his man, had
one underneath and one over the top. Good throw.
Yeah, good throw, and that's the benefit of having a 6'5" athlete out there is you can throw it up over a defender who's in pretty good position in Brady McAdoo.
He was.
And still get it to your guy and make the play. So 1st and 10, Weatherford.
Well, and I'll say this, C.J. Nixon is as advertised. He's made some ball plays tonight on offense and defense, but like you said, it's well defended right there by McAdoo, and that's his job is that flat area. And he was covering the guys that just put the ball up in the air, and he goes up and makes a catch.
Pulls it again, looking over the middle, trying to get it deep. Avalar's going to have a chance, but this time Douglas steps in front. Good coverage there from the senior cornerback, and he gets himself an interception. Touchback for the Tigers. Ball will come out to the 20-yard line. Nice defensive play and another turnover for the Tigers, and that's been the difference tonight.
Well, and that's a little bit of what happens whenever, you have some success through the air when you need to, and then you kind of get a little greedy there. He's looking at the post the whole way. He's got his eyes all over the post route going deep, and Avalar's back there hanging out, but Douglas is running step for step, and he just tried to throw it up and let his guy make a play, but 88's nowhere in the area, so 9 comes down with it. Big turnover for the Tigers.
McAdoo bounces it outside. Flag comes in. It's going to be a hold against the Tigers. This one will come back. There's 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, that one's going to move back from the spot, so it'll probably be.
So put them
half
the distance. So should put them about the 7-yard line, 8 maybe. Is that right? Just inside the 10.
Yeah, I guess they threw the flag right at the line of scrimmage. So
1st and 20 now for the Tigers after the holding penalty.
Well, and you want to take care of the football right here. 3:30 left. You try to go get some yards, and then if you get close enough, you go for it and try to get the first down. But you're going to take care of the football right here if you're the Tigers. Got to get rid of it.
Nixon coming. Nobody blocks him. He's free, and not enough time to make a play there. And the Tigers take a loss down to the 3-yard line. And so now, if you're the Tigers, you're trying to get out of the shadow of your own end zone. 2nd and 28 right now.
Yeah, that one just a beeline. He's coming from the backside. JJ, has his eyes over here to the short side, the near side on your screen, and Nixon making a football play again for the Eagles.
And now Weatherford trying to make something happen defensively, and they're bringing pressure. Tigers keep it on the ground. Roundsville bounces it, and he gets a lot of yards. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 coming up. Gain of 17 that time. 16, I guess.
Well, and if you're Weatherford, you're probably like, okay, that happens. We're going to make sure we cover everything up. Tigers getting the last guy off the field. Check to the
2 minutes, 25 seconds left. Clock continues to run. Plenty of time on the play clock.
You got 11 over here in a one-on-one type of look.
Timeout coming from the Tigers. They're going to talk about it here. We'll step away on Tiger TV and be back for the final 2 minutes of the first half in just a moment.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
Welcome back to Tiger TV out of the Tiger timeout. 2 minutes, 12 seconds. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Tigers. Big 3rd down.
Good throw.
Throws it to McAdoo. Nice play design. Run the defender off. Get McAdoo in a one-on-one. A great route from Brady McAdoo right there.
I'll tell you what, that's really good by JJ too. Rolling to his left, and he lets go of that ball before Brady's out of his break. And that means he's throwing it to where he's supposed to be, and Brady's running where he's supposed to be, and that's what happens whenever you have a couple good athletes right there. JJ, that's a big-time throw for the youngster right there. Try to go push this thing in the end zone for half. That's a good job by number 0.
Yeah, backside defender coming.
Size. He's at the bottom of the list. Maybe not. They don't have a 0.
I don't see number 0 on our roster we got there. We'd love to give you props.
1:48 on the clock rolling. So
Tigers still have 2 timeouts, so they can stop it twice in the midst of this drive. And I think that's some of the progression you see in JJ as a quarterback. Earlier in the year, I think he would have held that ball a little longer and made it a tougher throw than it needed to be. Swing route again, good defense, but Brady able to.
It's a great catch right there kind of dump it over that defender, and McAdoo makes a one-hand grab. It was a forward pass, so it wouldn't have been a lateral, but good little catch right there.
3rd and 5 coming up for the Tigers. Minute 26 left here in the second quarter. Tigers would love to extend this to a 2-touchdown lead. Weatherford again deferred when they won the toss, so they'll get the ball back to start the second half. So if you're Weatherford, you're really just trying to get the Tiger offense off the field and get that second half kickoff.
Give it to 11.
There he is.
Got a seat.
We got a foot race coming now. Let's see if he can stretch it out. He's still running, going down. He's inside the 20-yard line, out of bounds. Great run. Brady McAdoo right there. Finding a hole, finding a seam, and doing what he does best. Getting down the field. Now they're in the red zone. with 1:17 left.
2 timeouts, and that's a big time third down and 3-4 yards right there. Turns into a 43-yard gain for number 11, Brady McAdoo. Lined up in the backfield, taking the handoff, and pretty much everybody knows what's coming. And that's a big job by the line right there, opening up a crevice, and then 11 doing the rest. Split backs here, Luke Falwell.
Give it to Roundsville. Tries to squeeze through there, not much of a hole. Pick up 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up for the Tigers. Clock will tick down towards a minute. Tigers are going to take a timeout to talk about it. 1:06 left, 21-14. Tigers trying to add to their lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Welcome back to Tiger TV here at Richardson Family Stadium. Playoffs going on right now. Weatherford's in town. 1:06 left in the second quarter. Tigers up 21-14, trying to add to that lead. JJ's going to tuck it and run.
Oh, man, just couldn't get quite free.
Had a seam there and just gets tripped up. Tigers going to take another timeout. 55.4 seconds left. That'll be their final timeout of the half. To bring up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers, so you can still get a first down. So we'll stay here this time as they talk about it. First half stats, Tigers looking pretty good offensively. JJ's 5 for 5, 38 yards. Brady McAdoo has 3 catches for 15. McDoulet has 1 for 9. Sean Roundsville, 8 rushes, 58 yards. Again, 42 of that came on the touchdown run. Brady McAdoo, 3 rushes for 58 yards with the big one here on this drive to get us down inside the 20-yard line. So far, so good. The offense looking really, really good.
163 total yards for Tuttle, 184 for Weatherford. They've been pretty explosive tonight, but Tigers have been a benefit of a couple turnovers in some big ways when it counted, and so they're winning the turnover battle right now. 3rd and 10 about to come up here, and Tigers out of timeout. So if they keep this one in play, they'll have to make a decision what they want to do next pretty quickly.
Yep, Tigers winning the turnover battle on the McAdoo and Douglas interceptions. Now the Avalar punt block return for touchdown doesn't count as an official turnover, but it was pretty effective. 3rd and 10. A wheel route coming to Douglas.
What a throw!
Over the shoulder, great throw, JJ. Great catch, Mark Douglas. What a beautiful play. Weatherford looked like they had it covered, and they thought they did, but JJ drops it over the shoulder, and Douglas runs right under it for the Tiger touchdown. What a play call, what a throw, what a catch.
That thing just spiraling over, and you think, that guys may knock it away, and Mark just keeps running right underneath it. What a big-time touchdown with 49 seconds left on the clock. And you give yourself a 2-score lead.
Yep, the Garrett Ogg extra point. That's a Koch's Mechanical point after attempt to stretch it to 14-point lead. Koch's Mechanical, call Bo over there at Koch's Mechanical. He'll get you taken care of all your heat and air needs. Bo's a great guy. We love his support. Appreciate it. 49.8 seconds left.
Yeah, I think, I don't know what your strategy – I think the return right here has a lot to do with what you decide to do if you're Weatherford. You do have that 88 guy, and you can take some chances with him, but, you don't want to throw the ball and it get picked off, and then Tigers have another opportunity to put points on the board. So we'll see kind of where this kickoff ends up. That probably kind of dictates the tempo and decisions that Weatherford makes as far as their aggressiveness into the end zone with 49 seconds left. They have no timeouts as well. So
Yep, can't stop the clock. So Garrett Ogg will kick it, and I assume he will probably kick it as deep as he can right here.
we need to get one of those touchbacks here,
Yep,
Garrett.
touchback would be ideal. No chance at a return. It would come out to the 20, and they're trying to drive it
Stay in
deep. It
bounds. That's
absolutely
good.
checks up.
That's
Touched.
our live ball. Live football almost grabbed it.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Corion,
That's
is that Corion Brown?
Yeah, he had a
flying
chance.
in down there.
Sorry, folks, for getting a little hyped up right there, but I'm telling you what, that's almost another 7 points on the board if you're the Tigers.
If you can recover the ball at the 17-yard line, that's huge. But good execution there. Getting that ball checks up on the kick. Weatherford pinned deep. 47.2 seconds.
After that heart attack, I would imagine you're pretty careful with a football right here.
Yeah, because you're getting it back.
Yeah.
I mean, the second half kick, we're going to have to kick it off to them again, so you might see them, they're probably going to hand it off here, see if they can break one free, get down near the 50-yard line, and then, maybe go for it after that.
Yeah, good job by the Tiger defense, and probably you might see him running again, but maybe take a knee here.
Comes up with the ball there.
Oh, he did. I took my eyes off of it.
He popped up with it pretty quick. I think the runner was already down as the Weatherford coaches heading down from their perch for halftime.
Yeah, they won't have to snap it again.
Yep, they'll let the clock run out here on the first half. So the Tigers going to take a 28-14 lead. A really complete first half for the Tigers. They've had some defensive turnovers. Offense playing really well. This has probably been the best half of football we've seen from this Tiger offense all year long. Jackson Johnson throwing the ball well. Tigers running the ball well. We'll have 24 minutes of football coming up in the second half here in week 1 of the playoffs. But just a great first half for the Tigers. Big plays from the seniors. Adrian Avalar doing his thing. Just really, really good so far for the Tigers. 28-14 at halftime. We'll be back with the Pizza Shop halftime show here in just a minute.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Adam 12, Tuttle traffic.
Adam 12, go ahead.
Be at Courtney Place on State Highway 37 on Oklahoma tag, Frank Sam Mary 225. Officer Tuttle, Tuttle Police Department. You got your driver's license and insurance card on you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know the reason that I'm stopping you?
No, sir. I'm not aware.
I'm stopping you because I got you texting and driving. I'm giving you a ticket for texting and driving. Here you go. We do this because we care. Don't text and drive. It saves lives.
Welcome to today's matchup between the North and South College All-Stars. The starting quarterback for the North All-Stars today is Lightning Hands McBreakerbox from North Central Oklahoma Generators. And starting for the South is Kilowatt. No last name on that? That's it.
That's it.
You're those dudes from Arrow Electric. You guys get out of here.
I told you we should stick to what we're best at. Football? No, electrical work. For all your electrical needs, call Arrow Electric. Service to the point.
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will
offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard-earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
At Ortho Central, our goal is simple: to make your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after your grandkids, or simply enjoying a day without pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and now Newcastle, Ortho Central's team of surgeons, physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers are committed to helping you live your best life. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602. How long's it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle.
RSP Photography brings you professional quality action shots in the metro area. We offer team pricing for action shots, team photo shoots, and graphic designs. RSP Photography, you cheer on the team and we'll focus on the action.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this off-season. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
Hello, this is Pastor Todd at Snow Hill Baptist Church. We want you to know that you're always welcome at Snow Hill. In fact, we welcome anyone and everyone. We want to extend an invitation that you show up just any Sunday you want to, because we like to say all are welcome here at Snow Hill.
At Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle, we're more than just a restaurant, we're part of the community. Our friendly staff and warm atmosphere create a welcoming environment for our guests. Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband. Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available. Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing. Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today. High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meat, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
See that? Are you blind?
You got to sell it a little more. Get your hands involved and maybe even stomp on the foot.
How did you not see that? Are you blind?
That was perfect.
Okay, you go.
Okay, all right. How did you not hear that? Clearly a slap. How'd you not hear that?
Okay, you might make sure that you're showing the scratch, right? Hit yourself a little harder so he actually hears that sound.
Can you not see their arm is red?
Navigating through Medicare.
Where are we gonna eat at?
Ding, 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 ding.
If your friend doesn't buckle up, be annoying until they do. Don't be a ding-a-ling. Buckle up.
Ding, ding.
Country Equipment Rentals is the spot for all the tools to help you get those projects done. Whether it's a power washer, jackhammer, stump grinder, or tiller, or if you need something a little bigger like a tractor and brush hog, skid steer, excavator, or even a bulldozer, Country Equipment Rentals is the place to go.
Hey guys, we're here at Smokin' Joe's. This has got the best meat in the 405. If you haven't ate here yet, you got to.
Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. From our mouth-watering meats to our homemade sides, every dish is crafted to perfection. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch.
Come join us at Smokin' Joe's.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa-certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus, a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
If you want to be a state champ like a Tuttle Tiger, come down to Smokin' Joe's and get your fresh protein.
That ain't no baloney.
We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle. Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
Al's Heat and Air is a proud supporter of the Tuttle Tigers. Serving the Tuttle area for almost 40 years, we work on all makes and models. As a trained comfort specialist, we sell the best and service the rest. Al's Heat and Air, 405-381-3602.
RSP Photography brings you professional quality action shots in the metro area. We offer team pricing for action shots, team photo shoots, and graphic designs. RSP Photography, you cheer on the team and we'll focus on the action.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
Good result, at least. So far, so good. That was a heavy to throw ball. It was the best ball we've had all season, I think. I was so afraid he was going to underthrow him just a little bit. The defender had that. Well, yeah, I mean, that underside completely cut. Yeah. Like I said, I thought it was one of the better balls all season. I don't know what was up with that free timeout that the officials. They called it a quick injury timeout. Yeah, but for what? But the guy got so quick. Off the field. Well, that's what I mean. They called it so quick, and then they didn't restart the clock and get him back out on the field. Yeah, so full injury timeout. Yeah, free timeout. They come out and have a chance to throw. Y'all might have been able to see it better on the broadcast. I couldn't tell if he got the foot in the end zone or not. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, really? From where I was sitting, I couldn't even tell. I couldn't see the feet. Yeah, he's right there. So. Yeah, both legs. That's what wish we had those luxury. You know about the playoff scenario at all? That's cool that you will. Well, we win. How we got into the playoffs not 2 years before. Oh, really? We don't. We can't run replay. There's a so Russian Bow would have been the real replay. Right. Gotcha. They have to do it. Well, sure. Have to do it all off the laptop. They're ranked 19th. It's just not powerful. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I appreciate it. Yeah, all 3 of those years. My sophomore, junior, and senior year, we were 10-0 regular season without much struggle doing it. When we got into the playoffs, typically that was the competition we faced all year. Either state champions or typically like a Wagner, who doesn't matter if they're just that good. It doesn't matter if they don't see competition until playoffs because they're just that much better. Or you see them that got a dose of it throughout the season. You know, maybe a 1-loss team or a 2-loss team that got it throughout the season, and knows what to expect with a better team. It was 29-0 before halftime.
50-7, right?
Yeah, I was about to say. Last time I looked, it was like 28 or 29-0 in the first half. So before the end of the first half, there was never a chance of that happening.
Blanchard's only up 7-0 over Cash.
Really?
Yeah. Third quarter.
The Clinton game was close.
Bethany, they're up 21-14 at half.
Clinton's up, yeah.
Newcastle's up 17-7 at half.
Who's the Newcastle guy?
Elk City.
Oh, that's right there.
Salisaw and Cushing are tied 14-14.
Wow.
At the half.
Some good games going on.
Yeah, that's what, and even Wagner's not overwhelming this year. You know, in the past they've been kind of a clear favorite, but there's really not that. I mean,
they always were when I was playing. It just mattered who beat each other. It was either Uliga or Wagner.
Yeah.
And the state champion was just whichever one of them beat each other. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember him.
Has it been since you had pizza? I mean good pizza. Piping hot, cheesy pizza that'll make your mouth water. At the Pizza Shop, we make old school pizza at old school prices. The Pizza Shop, 410 East Main, Tuttle.
All right, folks, welcome back to Tiger TV here on the Pizza Shop halftime show. Tigers with a 28-14 lead at the half, playing really, really well tonight. Offense clicking, defense playing well, getting some big stops, big turnovers to shut down some Weatherford drives. And then, of course, special teams coming in. Started it off, special teams, with the Brady McAdoo big kickoff return to set up that first touchdown. And then, of course, Adrian Avalar with the blocked punt, scoop and score over there. So really good night for the Tigers so far. About a minute, 15 seconds left before the half. Playoff time. So again, there's 8 games going on around the state in Class 4A. 8 teams trying to survive, 8 teams going home tonight. Broken Bow Wagner 50-7 at halftime. Wagner is up. Blanchard and Cash. Blanchard is up 7-0. Poto is up 27-0 over Miami. Ada and Uliga. Ada's up on that one 13-0. Looks like the third quarter is just starting there. Newcastle's up 17-7 over Elk City at halftime. Clinton and Bethany in a close game, 21-14 at the half right now. Of course, Tuttle Weatherford, we're up by 2 touchdowns right now. And then Cushing and Salisaw are tied up at 14 at the half. So some good games going on. Really only one blowout. I guess that Poto Miami game's a little bit out of reach, 27-0. Wagner up 50-7 over Broken Bow. So Wagner should be able to hold on to that one. if that holds up and our score holds up here, we'd be on the road to Wagner next weekend. So that's how things are shaping up around 4A. A couple other games. If you've been watching local teams around here, Minko having a really good season. They go into the playoffs undefeated. They're 9-0, and they're up 42-0 in the second quarter right now. So Minko having a really, really good year this year. Playing well. Class 2A playoffs starting for everybody right now. Washington's up 48-0 over Lexington there. So 4A looking pretty competitive right now. A couple of tight games. We'll keep our eye on those and keep you updated on those scores as the night progresses. But so far, so good. Tigers handling business 28-14. Little League teams were out there at halftime. And for those of you who don't know, it was a clean sweep on the Little League slate this year. All 5 Little League teams won their championship. Really good year for the Little League teams. Got a good program down there. Lots of good coaches involved and lots of good young players working hard.
And some former players that got little brothers that, you know, it's cool to see some of those guys coming back. I know Jaden Seabold helps with one of the teams, a former All-State quarterback here at Tuttle. And
yep, helps with that 5th grade group right now. They'll move up to 6th grade next year. They were undefeated league champions.
Tomorrow night, we'll mention again when everybody's back with us for sure, but cheerleaders, game day state tomorrow, 5:20 I think is their performance.
Yep, 5:20 at Moore High School.
Yep. So the girls work hard, and they're here every week supporting the boys. So hopefully, I'm sure a lot of the football players will be over there at 5:20 tomorrow.
Yep, absolutely. And that was they did their routine at halftime. Pretty cool routine, very interactive.
And they compete for state title every year too. So not a lot of programs that don't around here. So get out and support the ladies tomorrow at 5:20 at Moore High School. So got about a minute and a half here, and then they'll have a 3-minute warm-up.
Yep, both teams out here warming up for the second half. If you're the Tigers, Weatherford's going to get the ball to start the second half. And again, if you're the Tigers, you just want to do what you've been doing on defense. Had a couple of drives. Really, the second touchdown was a 4th and 10. Threw up a prayer to the big athlete, and he came down with it. You hate to give that one up. But if you're the defense, just do what you've been doing. Go out there, try and get another turnover, stop them, get the ball back, go down and score again. If you're the offense, make something happen. But for the defense, it's just do what you've been doing, stay disciplined, and make the play.
Yeah, and I think, the coaches aren't going to say this, and, you don't really think about it probably right now. But right now, even if Weatherford gets some points on the drive, if you just make them, march down the field a little while and take some of that time off the clock, you're okay with putting up a steady defensive, even if they come away with some points, because they've moved the ball pretty well. They've actually outgained the Tigers by about 15, 18 yards. So they've had a good offensive showing tonight, just unable to kind of finish some drives, and some big turnover play there from the secondary. Mark Douglas stepping in front of one in the end zone. That was a big turnaround, and then the Tigers go out and get points from that.
Yep.
It didn't look all that great. If you go back and think about it, it's
Right.
2nd and 20. And Sean
From the
Roundsville,
3-yard line.
and Sean Roundsville goes for 17 yards and makes it 3rd and 5 or whatever, 3rd and 10, and then.
Yep, and the play of the drive might have been that, you had the Brady McAdoo run that gets you down there, but that 3rd down play where it's just an out route to Brady McAdoo, and Jackson Johnson puts the ball right on the money before he's coming out of his break, gets the 1st down, keeps that drive alive, and then a couple plays later, that's when McAdoo has his big run, gets him down inside the 20, and then the beautiful pass over to Mark Douglas in the far corner of the end zone. So really just a good, solid drive from the Tigers, and that's what you're looking for. Again, the Pizza Shop halftime show. Thanks for joining us. There's a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. We're about to start the 3rd quarter here. The Tigers will be kicking it right to left on your screen. Weatherford looking to receive. Garrett Ogg has done a fantastic job handling the kicking duties tonight. He's going to tee it up in the middle of the field and hopefully drive it and pin them deep.
Yeah, Tigers without Diego Oliveras. He should be back next week. And so Garrett Ogg handling, and he's 4 for 4 tonight on the extra points as well, and he's usually not the extra point guy. So good job from Garrett, and we'll see him try to boot this one. Looks like he's going to try to kick this one deep and maybe a little bit down the right side, your far side of the screen here.
He'll drive it high, end over end, right there toward the sideline. He'll be fielded at the 18-yard line.
Got some room.
Got some room up the sideline, but he'll be forced out of bounds. He'll get out past the 35-yard line, and the Tiger defense will make their way out onto the field.
Yeah, so Tigers here, they've been really good. Really after the first part of the ball game, they've been really pretty stellar on first down. It's either been nothing or the most, 2 yards, but a lot of negative plays on first down is what the Tigers have created. And so you look and you hope that the Tigers can just kind of keep that going and put Weatherford in those third down situations and then try to have that success you're trying to have. So Weatherford.
We'll see what adjustments each team makes here in the second half. Weatherford's going to keep it on the ground to start. Holden Connor steps up, and then Cody Abston comes over to finish it off. He was down.
Luke Falwell keeps getting after that football at the end of the football plays. And a few weeks back, he got one loose from Newcastle. And
at an opportune time.
Yeah, so good job right there by the Tigers again on first down. Just a 1 yard, if that, maybe a half a yard a gain for the Eagles on first down. So it's second and long. You look for, like we talked about, the screens, the hitches, the things they like to do, the RPO stuff. Kind of keep in mind all those things.
2nd and 9 for Weatherford.
Split backs here.
Snap bobbled. He's going to just go down and fall on it.
Barely
essentially.
got it back.
Was able to scoop it up, and the heat was coming. Joe Wright, Holden Connor flying in there. Beck Vargas in there as well. So that'll be a loss. 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well,
Abston checks out. Brody Bliss checks in.
I watched some film this week, and I didn't get to watch as much as I wanted to, but there was a lot of inconsistencies late in the ball games with the snaps. And so that right there was just that. I mean, the quarterback kind of standing up and maybe being a little lackadaisical.
The snap was a little low, but it was it should have been handled.
They're trying to run the screen again. And that one's
Bounced
tipped up in the air, and it's caught.
Yeah, McAdoo comes in, scoops
His
it up.
second interception of the night.
Absolutely. Tip drill, a little bit of a pinball action, hit off 3 or 4 Tigers. Brady McAdoo dives in. Turnover for the Tigers. McAdoo's second of the night, and that boy's having him a game. You talk about somebody coming alive for the playoffs, Brady McAdoo.
I'm telling you what, that ball, so right off the bat, the defense did a really good job. You saw C.J. Nixon, if you go back and watch that later, C.J. Nixon immediately is blocking, and so those linebackers keying on him maybe, and those Spur guys, they're setting up, they know screens coming, and there's hands all over the place. Great job.
Brownsville up the middle for positive yards on first down. Another big defensive play from the Tigers. Couple of Eagles getting up slowly.
I'll tell you what, number 11, McAdoo, it's at the end of the year. He kind of comes alive, and there's a little bit different ball player coming out. I think if we don't have 11 on our baseball team, we don't know if we win the state championship last game with a couple plays that he made. And he's just doing the same thing tonight here.
Yep, Sean Roundsville getting enough to move the chains. Be a first down for the Tigers.
But, yeah, Brady McAdoo, earlier you saw him step in front of a seam route and gets a pick there. And then that one right there is just – that ball's tipped again, and it's about to hit the ground. And then here comes Brady sliding across the turf and laying out, catching the football. And Tigers in business.
Don't forget he started it with that opening kickoff return down inside the Weatherford 30-yard line. They'll give it to him here. He bounces around.
Oh, boy.
Still making some guys move, and you see the shiftiness of Brady McAdoo on full display on that run.
Brady McAdoo with a little shimmy shake. Got popped, and somebody got kind of blocked into him. He hits the ground running and then makes a man disappear. And that's a big-time first down run right there. And inside the red zone now for the Tigers.
First and 10 from the 17-yard line.
Pressure coming off the edge. Roundsville bouncing
Good
it.
block again. That's a really good block right there by, I think that's Luke Falwell, kind of spurring that open. I'm sorry, that's Brady McAdoo, the lead blocker there. Fellow running back blocking for his buddy, and good gain, a chunk yardage by Sean.
Six on first down. You'll take it every time at the 11-yard line now. Tigers looking to strike and extend that lead to 3 touchdowns here early in the third quarter. They'll give it to McAdoo. He's still pumping, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I mean, that's just putting the ball in the man's hands and going and finding that red paint. And he should have been tackled at the 6 or 7, should have been tackled at the 4, and just lunging in and finding a way into the end zone. And that's a big-time answer right there for the Tigers after the good defensive stand to start the second half.
Garrett Ogg in to kick it off, or for the extra point, excuse me. It's up, and it's good. That's a Cokes Mechanical point after attempt. Tigers up 35-14. For all your heat and air needs, call Bo over at Cokes Mechanical. He'll get you taken care of. And the Tigers are taking care of business tonight. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV. We talked about it at the Pizza Shop halftime show, starting on defense, hoping to get things bottled up, maybe get a turnover. They do just that, and then they take and turn it into points. Tigers up 35-14 with 8:24 left in the third quarter. High, deep kick from Garrett Ogg. Trying to squeak through, and he's brought down from behind. Number 55, Garrett Rogers, I believe, or Will Garrett, excuse me, on the tackle.
Yeah, Will Garrett, a young linebacker, playing some Mike linebacker in some moments for the Tigers as well. So looking to get another stop here. Momentum definitely on this side of the stadium, and one more score, you may start thinking, if you're the other team, hey, maybe we ought to get ready for basketball season. Those thoughts kind of creep in your head, and Tigers trying to put those thoughts in their head and find a way to come up with another either turnover or turnover on downs.
Yep, 1st and 10 Weatherford, and you can see the Tiger linemen on offense and defense doing a great job winning the battle in the trenches, wearing the Weatherford Eagles down. A little misdirection there.
Really good play right there.
Great job.
Noah McDoulet.
I don't know that he got off the block, but he beat a block and made the tackle while being blocked.
They run the man in motion and try to little jet sweep, and McDoulet's playing that, we talked about it, contain, trying to force the guy back in, and then those big paws, those wrestler arms, those long wrestler arms of Noah McDoulet grabs hold of the jersey, and I mean, it's now 2nd and 17, 16 yards, and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah, behind the chains, long way to go.
And Weatherford probably about to have to start throwing the football.
That's what they'll do here. Quick throw on that hitch route. Mark Douglas steps in. They'll pick up positive yards, but don't get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 coming up for Weatherford.
Yeah, good job by Mark just keeping everything in front and tackling in space there. A little 4-yard gain, but still 3rd and past the sticks here. 3rd and 11 now for the Weatherford Eagles. You got to keep an eye on the tight end, and you got to keep an eye on 88. And I don't think they have a tight end. Yeah, they do in the ball game on the top side of your screen, that tight end. But 88's kind of the guy they like to go to right here. McDoulet matched up, and that's a good matchup for him. Good job by Gabe Avalar going in there, and if he had caught it, he would have been short. That's a really good break on the football.
Yep. Incompletion stops the clock. 4th and long. Should see a punt coming from Weatherford here with 7 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, and I don't know if they're
keep the offense out there. I don't know if they
is
have
a little
11
bit-
on the
It's
field.
a little bit risky right here if you're going for it.
Plenty of time on the play clock. Might be trying to draw him off sides.
Yeah, he's going to back up and punt it.
Better punt than the first time. As
Really good punt now.
nice roll from Weatherford. Much more effective than kicking it into Adrian Avalar's face mask.
Or Brady McAdoo's hands.
Yep, absolutely. A couple of cool events coming up. Cultural Night, November 14th. It'll be at the Tuttle High School gym. It's a free event. An evening of stickball, weaponry, demonstrations, cultural dance, and student art to showcase Native American history and culture. And let's not forget Redbone Indian Tacos food truck. So it's free to get in. You got to buy the Indian tacos, but it'll be a really cool night. That's November 14th. It's coming up this next week. It'll be a fun event for everybody there. Also, soccer sign-ups coming up. Don't forget, club sport soccer sign-ups, middle school, high school. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Snaps bobbled, but scooped up by Brady McAdoo.
Yeah, he gets 3 right there. That ball bounces to Eli Terry, and he's unable to grab it. McAdoo does, and makes something out of nothing right there.
Yeah, that's one that, again, on first down could have been a loss of 5, but turns out to be a couple yards.
The old Thunder guy, Brian, I can't remember the last name, he used to say, I think if you watch a lot of Thunder games, you make chicken salad out of chicken something else. And
Right.
Good job by McAdoo right there. He's got a chance.
Give it to him again. He's got a seam, and he's going to cut it back 50. He's across. It's a foot race. He's going to cut it back again, make a couple guys miss. He'll be brought down finally inside the 20-yard line. Another huge run from Brady McAdoo. And the stats are piling up for this young man tonight.
62-yard gain right there from McAdoo, and he had a little bit of a burst. The safety had the good angle on him, and he still was able to, after the safety was there, he still got about 12 or 13 more yards after the guy got him slowed down, if you want to call it. So game-changing play right there again. That's 2 carries for McAdoo tonight have went over 40 yards. That one for 42, one for 62.
Yeah, big night. Now they'll hand it to Roundsville, who gets hit in the backfield and kind of keeps driving, still pumping. The ball gets ripped out of his hand, but he was blown dead. 2nd down coming up for the Tigers.
Ball at the 13-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So a 4-yard gain there. The handoff.
Brownsville bouncing through. He'll get down inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Tigers coming up. Nice gain from Sean Roundsville right there again.
I'll tell you right now, Eli doing one heck of a job under the table, plugging in the iPad for me, calling the football play as he's reaching for the extension cord. And Sean Roundsville, I don't know who played better that play, Sean Roundsville or Eli Pagel. But
hey, it's
great
playoffs.
team play
Playoffs,
right there.
no excuses.
That's
Tigers
right.
blood formation. Major Sharp in there. He's going to cut it up and get in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Major Sharp with a 3-yard touchdown run. Tigers are spreading the wealth now in the touchdown department.
Yeah, and good for old Major Sharp getting in that end zone one more time before you know, your last home football game here as a Tuttle Tiger and finding a way into the end zone. And that's right there. That's a big-time exclamation touchdown. And I know the football game's not nearly over by any means, but that right there really separates things. And it's all set up by the 62-yard scamper from Brady McAdoo. And then Sean Roundsville does a little bit more, and Major Sharp finishes it off.
The extra point is errant this time, so it'll stay 41-14. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Talked about some events coming up in the community. One of the big ones this holiday season, Home for the Holidays, December 7th. That's a Thursday, 5:30 to 9 p.m., downtown Tuttle. They'll have it all lit up. They'll have the tree. They'll have Santa Claus, probably the Grinch too. It's always
football team on the fire truck usually.
Absolutely. It's always a fun time. Lots of fun events, good vendors. Usually the little kids singing some Christmas carols down there. Always a fun time. So make it out December 7th, 5:30 to 9 p.m. It'll be a fun time for everybody.
Really cool event in the community of Tuttle. One of our favorite events since we've moved here. A little bit of room here.
Yeah, a little bit of a return. Chance at a return here as Garrett Ogg slows him down. He breaks through another one. Sean Roundsville in pursuit, going to drag him down from behind. Couple of guys had a chance, couple of missed tackles. And a nice return there for Weatherford.
Yeah, that's a really good job by Weatherford. I mean, instead of having to march the ball downfield, you get a big return. That one goes all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Tigers. So great starting field position for the Eagles, and that's kind of what they needed if they want to hang around in this game. They've got to go score quick here to get the game back in hands, and 4:20 here on the clock, and they do just that, set themselves up really well.
Yeah, Weatherford's kind of been looking for a spark in the second half, and that might be just what they need to try and get something going, get back in this game. They'll put it on the ground there, and
there's just
Joe Wright trying to extinguish the spark.
That's been if you look at the first drive, we talked about it. You look at the first drive, and that was a lot of really good action on the ground for the Weatherford Eagles. And since then, it's really been nothing.
Yeah, we'll have our Smokin' Joe's players of the game. We got quite a few candidates tonight. We've had some players make some big plays, so there'll be a little bit of discussion on the Smokin' Joe's players of the game tonight.
Send in your votes if you'd like.
Right.
Text
absolutely.
Eli, not me. And anyway.
Send it into the text line if you got it. Comment on YouTube or Facebook.
That's intercept. Ooh, almost. I thought we were going to catch that. I thought Gabe was going to run underneath that one right there.
He might have had a chance if there's a little more air under that one. He could have got to it, but quarterback wisely throws that outside the reach of everybody.
And if I'm throwing the ball up, I'm throwing it to 88. I'm just telling you right now. That one right there gets a little bit away from the quarterback, but 3rd and 11. No, but, I mean, if you look back, the run game for Weatherford, we thought early, we talked about in some commercials, this is going to be a tough ball game because they're running the football really well against us, and I think it was just a different look, and they settled in.
Absolutely. 3rd and 11 now for Weatherford. They're going to
pump and go.
Yep, and they will throw it up. Quarterback scrambling.
Oh, that's a good play.
That's a good route from the receiver there, coming back, sees his quarterback scrambling. Quarterback takes a big hit as he threw that one.
Yeah, that right there, they had him bottled up in the backfield, and he pushed up in the pocket, and I'll be honest, Nixon was covered, and he just threw it to him, and he just stopped and caught the foot. I mean, kind of one of those broken plays that turns into a really good play.
Had just enough time to scramble long enough for Nixon to come back. Just enough. Coverage was good. They tried to do a little stop and go, and the coverage was on it, but able to get the first down. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. 5 seconds on the play clock. Weatherford got to go quick.
They're not going to get it off. Yeah,
they do, just barely.
Throw it out in the
little
flat.
Out route. And his big guy goes up and gets it, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Weatherford. Coverage was decent, but not good enough.
Really good football play by Nixon again. That's not the first time. It won't be the last time you see it throughout his career. That thing's just thrown out in the flat, and he goes up and, really makes a great catch. That's a great catch. And it's not an easy catch.
And the difference is you got Noah McDoulet out there who's 6'2", 6'3" on his own, maybe a little more. But that big 6'5" frame of Nixon able to just find a gap in the defense and get in the end zone. 41-20, extra point coming up for Weatherford.
Like I said, that's just what you needed if you're – you get a big kickoff return right there, and then you go cash those points in under a minute later. And a couple good plays.
High snap, low kick. But it's good. 41-21, 2:56 left in the third quarter. First round of the playoffs. Tigers trying to keep their season alive and head to week 2 of the playoffs. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Country Equipment is your locally owned full-service dealer of Kubota, Polaris, Skag, and Hustler equipment. Whether it's for 2 or 200 acres, Country Equipment has the Kubota tractor and attachments to help you get the job done. Country Equipment carries a full line of trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and more from top brands like Echo and Steel. Mowers from brands like Kubota, Hustler, and Skag are sure to keep your place looking great all year round. Plus a full parts and service department for all the brands we carry. Come see us today at your locally owned Country Equipment.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Tigers heading out to kick return. Weatherford going to kick it off. Looks like it'll be another short sort of pooch kick.
Yeah, and you got to be ready just in case of the onside kick here. Down 20, and you got to think, are we going to stop Tuttle? May look for something squirrely here.
Yeah, you're down 3 touchdowns, so it'd be great if you could get you an onside kick, get the ball back, get another touchdown, get it a 2-score game. It won't be an onside kick. Wyatt Probst will field it, have a chance at a return. He'll be hit pretty quickly, but he'll get out past the 40-yard line. So Tiger offense headed back out onto the field. They're 2 for 2 in the second half on scoring drives and playing really well tonight.
Yeah, and I think you got to be confident if you're Tuttle getting the ball near midfield. And I don't think that you're going to see the Tigers try to burn clock right now. I think you're going to see the Tigers play offense and try to go score the football. And that's where some teams get themselves in trouble is they start playing clock kill and they get away from attack mode, and then you try to turn attack mode back on. So I don't think – I would imagine Coach Ballard trying to force the issue here.
And that run game's been good. It'll get bottled up for a couple this time, but that's the thing. If you can move the chains with the ball on the ground, keep the clock rolling, run as much time off the clock as you can, and put points on the board, that would be ideal.
See McDoulet checking back in there for McAdoo, get him a breather. You may think, why do you keep taking Brady? Well, he's playing every snap on defense, too, and he's done a really good job of that. 2 picks tonight.
Roundsville trying to get the edge, and he does. He'll get enough for the first down, so they'll keep the drive alive. We'll see where they mark him. He'll be right at the chains. It'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains, it looks like. But, hey, Jace Warren right there with a nice little kick-out block. Really opened up some space for Sean to travel underneath, and off the left edge, just enough for the first down.
Yep, a couple scores around. Salisaw and Cushing knotted up at 21 now. Ada's up 27-0. That's a Cushing little surprise there.
Cushing shouldn't be tied right now as far as the paper goes.
Yep, Blanchard's up 13-0 over Cache. Newcastle up 31-14 over Elk City. Tigers trying to add to this. Roundsville patiently bouncing around back there, and now he's bottled up.
They called him down, and Weatherford took the football afterwards. So the ball was spotted. If you look at where the ball came out, look where the ball's spotted. It's a 4-yard gain, and Weatherford a little upset. But I'll just tell you right now that he was 4 yards upfield, so that's where they spot it.
Yeah. Second down coming up. Weatherford fans a little upset, thought they had him one there. C.J. Nixon was off to the races. But it was after the whistles.
Hey, look at Gabe Avillard. Nobody covering him. Oh, here comes Nixon. He's covering him. Good cutback.
Able to get positive yards. Hold coming here for the Tigers.
Yeah, that one will back us up.
A little bit of a late blitz coming and draws the flag. So any gain on that play will be negated by the penalty. We'll replay second down here in just a minute. Bethany Clinton. Clinton's up 21-14. Wagner's up 50-7. That was a halftime score. Haven't got an update yet on that one. So Wagner handily in control. Tigers now second and long after the holding penalty. Clock continues to run. It's down under a minute. 45 seconds left. Tigers will have to snap the ball.
JJ got plenty of room.
JJ rolling out. Going to throw it to Douglas just behind him. Not able to bring it in. Had a chance. Also had a chance to run that one. Couldn't have got all of it back. So that'll stop the clock at 34 seconds. 3rd and long for the Tigers coming up. 3rd and about 17.
JJ's first incompletion of the night so far, so that wasn't
Tigers
a terrible
blood formation coming in.
Yeah, Major Sharp in there signaling, getting the play signal from the sideline.
13 seconds on the play clock. Going to have to go quick.
Yeah, Gabe Avalar needs to hurry up and get set so we don't get a false start penalty. Major's got to let him get set.
You have to take a timeout.
That's what Ballard's upset about, is that Major's got to let Gabe get set before you call motion.
Yeah. So we'll take a break on Tiger TV and be back in just a moment.
At Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch in Tuttle, we're more than just a restaurant. We're part of the community. Our friendly staff and warm atmosphere create a welcoming environment for our guests. Come experience the warmth and hospitality of our neighborhood barbecue joint for yourself. We can't wait to serve you at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch, Tuttle.
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Hey Tiger fans, if you're looking for a church home, we have a place for you at First Baptist Church. From children's and youth activities to senior adults, we have a ministry for everyone in your family and would love to have you join us. If we can pray for you, email us at prayforyou@att.net. We love you and hope you have a blessed week.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Coming out of the Tiger timeout, 34 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers blood personnel in the game.
Gonna have
Major
a blitz
Sharp
off the edge here.
Oh, Major Sharp just tripped up, and if he could have kept his feet, had some room on the outside there. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that one right there, he just gets tripped up. I think Rackley kind of got moved into the lane there and got his feet tangled up on accident with Mage, but that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Tigers 41-21 for the Eagles of Weatherford, and one more quarter to go here at Richardson Family Stadium.
Yep, 12 minutes. We'll be back in just a moment.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
At Tuttle Christian Church, we love God and love our community. Whether your children are attending in our Safe, Secure Kids building or you're attending one of our worship services, we hope you will experience a moment with Jesus. We hope to see you there. Tuttle Christian Church.
Welcome back to Tiger TV here, starting the 4th quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. Tigers up 41-21. Tomorrow, November 11th, is Veterans Day. We always like to give a shout-out to our very own Coach Bell. He's down on the sidelines this year. He was up in the box with us last year. Better known to some of his compadres as Corporal Derek Bell,
That's right.
United States Marine Corps.
Combat veteran, humanitarian tour as well, and we appreciate Coach Bell and his service to our country.
Much better punt from McAdoo this time. It's fielded. A little bit of a return as Brody Bliss steps in to finish him off at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there by Brody finishing that off. Major Sharp about had him early right there. Kind of slipped off, but Brody finishing off the tackle, keeping it from being another big return. So
11 minutes, 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Weatherford gets the stop they wanted. They're down 20 points. If they can score here, it makes it a 2-score game. And that's where it would get interesting. But the Tigers hoping to get a stop here, get the ball back. And the quicker you can do it, the better.
Yeah, you just keep everything in front of you and let time kind of help you out a little bit right here. But I would imagine Weatherford probably going to try to step away from the run game. Going to almost forced to now.
Yep, throwing it down the field, trying to take a shot down the field. Major Sharp in coverage. Flag coming in. They're going to call pass interference.
I don't know. That's really good coverage from Mage right there, just kind of running step by step. It fell off. Okay. We had some equipment fall off here. Coach Miller from the Weatherford Eagles, the baseball coach, coming over and helping us out. We had a little something fell off one of the press box windows there. But
it's our internet box, but
Major Sharp, yeah.
We're still online, no worries.
Major Sharp right there. I thought he did a really good job. They might have called him for a little bit of contact earlier. But anyway, first down for the Eagles.
So they get the penalty-induced first down on the 50-yard line now. Little swing pass. Quite a few Tigers
right there.
out there. Luke Falwell coming out, make the tackle.
Yeah, McDoulet just one step, trying to stay outside right there and contain, and did a good job still fighting, but if he can make him cut back, it's still a really good job pursuing by the linebacker, Luke Falwell, coming out, and it's a 1.5, 2 yard gain right there.
Clock continues to run, 11 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 8 for Weatherford now. Weatherford going to the hitch again, right through the hands of his receiver. Just that quick hitch, just trying to get 5 yards. You know, if they get 5 there, push it to a 3rd and 3, 3rd and manageable, and that's what Weatherford's trying to do. They're not trying to get it all. I think you'll see them try and get those 3, 4, 5, 6 yards and then take a shot down the field after they kind of try and lull you to sleep with those underneath routes.
Well, and this is where they ran that little 8 to 10 yard out right here with Nixon in the flats, and we've had the flat defender there kind of in front of him, and he's made that high throw. Their quarterback, Tyson McSparrett's done a good job getting the ball into places that Nixon can only get to, and you'll try to see it again right here. He's running the same route, and Noah McDoulet just unable.
Just over the outstretched arms.
That ball's out.
The ball's on the ground.
And it's out, and we are on it.
The Tigers get it inbound.
We
yes,
got it.
We do. Yes, we do.
That's how you create some noise. Noah McDoulet never gave up on the football play, knocks it out. It's bouncing around, and Tigers take it away again.
Another takeaway for the Tigers, and they same route they've run a number of times to sneak him in behind Noah McDoulet, but this time McDoulet comes from behind, strips it. Tigers take over 1st and 10, and that's exactly what you want if you're the Tigers right there. 10 minutes, 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 41-21 the score. Tigers got the ball.
That's just a huge turnaround right there, and Noah was in really good. I'll tell you, McSparrett's done a great job tonight. The backup quarterback, he's a starter now, obviously, but he's done a great job getting the ball to his guys, and Nixon done a good job all night making plays, and right there, McDoulet just said, hey, I'm going to keep playing football and help my buddies out, and that's kind of been how the Tigers have played defense all year. Just keep fighting and making them snap it again, and good things happen.
Yep, now 1st and 10 for the offense. Eli Terry in at quarterback.
Second down
Excuse me, second down now. Eli Terry in there. Hands it off to McAdoo, who's got some room. He's going to get a first down and then some, still driving. Gets down inside the 40-yard line. Nice run from Brady McAdoo. That's kind of been the theme tonight. Turn him loose and let him go.
And just there was an arm tackle attempt in the hole right there, and he just kind of ran right through that and up the field down to the 37-yard line. So another big run for Brady McAdoo tonight. And that one goes for a gain of 27.
They'll give it to him again. He'll get bottled up.
Yep.
We'll see.
No horse collar flag. Here it comes. Here it comes. He's reaching for it.
About it. He thought
what are you
about
reaching
it.
in your pocket for there, White Hat, if you're not going to throw it? I mean, he's saying here, talking to their sideline, but he reached in there trying to get the flag out and decided not to.
Yep, the hand was up high on the back to bring him down. That's usually enough to draw the flag, but it doesn't happen this time. So second down coming up for the Tigers. Ball stays in bounds. Clock continues to run. Brady McAdoo, we talked about it.
Looking like Ollie Gordon.
Maybe a little better. We'll take the Tiger colors a little more than Sean Roundsville comes back with a nice run. They're trying to strip it away.
Oh, he got a helmet. He's going to have to – that's going to be a penalty. The play's blown dead, unfortunately. That's an awesome run, but you can't do it.
Yeah, once the helmet comes off, you've got to stop. Now, how in the world?
Look at that dude.
How in the world do you get your helmet ripped off?
And then you got to come out of the game.
There's not a flag on the play.
But then you got to come out of the game. He goes and scores the football, and then you got to come out of the game. That's just an awful rule. I get it. It's a player safety deal, but, I mean, he's running out in the wide open without his helmet on. He got that beautiful blonde ponytail.
Right. It still blows my mind that you pull a player's helmet off.
I don't know how that happens.
No penalty.
I mean, I get like if it comes off from the backside, but I mean, it should still be something. I don't know.
Luke Falwell getting the handoff. Now had to adjust my eyes a little bit to number 14 on the back of the jersey there.
Yeah, we didn't have enough people on the line of scrimmage right there, I don't think.
Holden Connor down on the ground.
Holden's got to get up. He's got to get up. He's hurting.
Yeah, looked like he might get up. So we'll step away for an injured Tiger player, and we'll be back on Tiger TV in just a moment.
Navigating through Medicare.
Welcome to today's matchup between the North and South College All-Stars. The starting quarterback for the North All-Stars today is Lightning Hands McBreakerbox from North Central Oklahoma Generators. And starting for the South is Kilowatt. No last name on that? That's it.
That's it.
You're those dudes from Arrow Electric. You guys get out of here.
I told you we should stick to what we're best at. Football? No, electrical work. For all your electrical needs, call Arrow Electric. Service to the point.
Welcome back to Tiger TV. Holden Connor, the Tiger player, being tended to on the field. He's up on his feet. He'll make his way off. Looks like he's under his own power.
Yeah, that's good to see because he was kind of wallering around. It looked like he was in some pretty good pain there. So
the ball's spotted back.
Well, there was a flag. We didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
I gotcha.
I don't think we even had 11 guys on the field. I could be wrong, but I heard the Weatherford coaches as the play was about to start saying, they don't have enough guys. They don't have enough guys. And so I think that resulted in there not being 7 men on the line of scrimmage. So that'll push the Tigers back there.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now for the Tigers.
So good to see Holden making his way off under his own power. It looks like he's still out there. Nope, that's Wyatt Probst. I saw 18. It looked like a 10. I was like, man, he's tough.
Tough cookie. Douglas in motion. They'll hand it off to Roundsville. He'll cut it up. Again, tackled high. Helmet stays on this time. Picks up about 8 on the play.
Yeah, gain of 8 right there. And the line has done a great job all night. I mean, we've carried the ball for, I can tell you right now, I know McAdoo's 10 carries, I think 173 yards for McAdoo on 10 carries. Sean Roundsville, 17 carries for 120. So a big night of ground game. And the big boys up front, a lot to do with it. Kason Rackley and company. Jace Warren, there's a couple seniors out there. Cody Abston. Tannen White.
Yeah, line's done a great job, especially late in the game as the Tigers pick up 1, maybe 2.
Who was that there on the carry? Was that was Roundsville again, wasn't it?
I think so. Getting up off the bottom of the pile.
Major Sharp, the personnel, the Tigers blood personnel coming in the ball game. Beck Vargas joins the big boys as well.
Best thing about this drive, it's taken some time. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left on the clock. Major Sharp going to have to go quick again here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snaps bobbled. He'll take it up the middle.
Makes a man
miss. He's got some room inside the 5, down to the 2.
He's down.
He's down. So he'll get down to the 2-yard line, picks up the first down. A little bit of a busted play, but it works out for the Tigers.
14 yards right there. The snap a little low offline. It bounces back up to him. He gathers. And almost sometimes when that happens in the backfield, the defense kind of just takes off running at the football, and it got him out of whack. And Major made, like we said, made that man miss through there. And now we're set up 1st and goal from the 2. Luke Falwell. Oh, that one's fumbled.
Bobbled. Eli Terry's going to be able to jump on it. It'll be a loss on the play.
Eli Terry,
to the 9-yard line.
Eli Terry unable to. Him and Falwell haven't been in there together a whole lot this year on offense, and
yeah, just not quite the reps there on the mesh. That quarterback running back exchange. So the ball's on the ground, but it's 2nd and goal now from the 9-yard line. 6 minutes, 9 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Tigers trying to put this one out of reach.
You let that clock, 8 seconds on the play clock still. That's not.
Give it to Roundsville, and making something out of absolutely nothing. Stays in bounds. They'll mark him out of bounds.
I mean,
he did his best to stay in bounds.
How do you get 3 yards out of that deal? I don't know, because there's 3 guys in his face, and he turns around and said, I'm not going that way anymore.
Nope, I'm going to try the other side.
That was impressive by Sean.
Yeah, good escape move. We get 1 or 2 points on an escape.
Yeah, 2-point escape. I'm sorry, 1-point escape for Sean Roundsville. 2 points for the takedown.
Sorry, Coach Bobby. I should know that.
He's here in person. He didn't hear it. What do we got now?
Illegal shift, I believe.
Yeah, you got to let everybody get set, and so another 5-yard penalty there. March them back again, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 11, 12 now.
5 minutes, 47 seconds left on the clock. Tigers have done a really good job on this drive. Here at the end, it stalled out a little bit once we got down 1st and goal, but they've run time off the clock, making it really difficult for Weatherford. Even if they do get the ball back, it'll be tough to put up 20 points in 5 minutes.
Terry with a carry.
The keeper, he'll stay in bounds. Good job staying in bounds. Ball pops out late. 4th down for the Tigers. I think they'll go for it here. You're deep in Weatherford territory. If you pin them deep or score a touchdown, either way, you're good.
4th and goal for Tuttle.
Yeah, and Oliveira's not available tonight, so looks like JJ will come in here for this 4th down attempt. 4th and 9 here. Take a look at old 11 out there. Nixon on.
Screen pass coming, and they play it well. Headed to Roundsville. So it'll be turnover on downs. Weatherford will take over, but they're inside their own 10-yard line.
Well, you killed a ton of clock right there if you're on the Tigers' drive. So
kill a ton of clock, and they've got to go 91 yards to score in 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and then get the ball back and do it 2 more times.
Yeah. So
good job from the Tigers there, even though you don't put some points on the board. Scores around 4A. Clinton Bethany, that one's close, 21-17 in the 4th quarter. Clinton's up there. Blanchard pulling away from Cash, 20-0. Newcastle pulling away from Elk City, 39-14. Poto pulling away from Miami, 41-13. Wagner in control, 57-7. Ada up 34-7 over Oologah. And
Watch for some trickery here because they've not been under center tonight. There's batted away. Oh, my goodness gracious.
About batted it and caught it. Almost. Another great play from Brady McAdoo.
That thing almost got caught clean, but they haven't been under center once, so you're probably thinking here comes something a little different. They fake the end around, and they try to bootleg, and as soon as you look up, there's a red jersey in your face.
Cushing up 28-21 over Salisaw now.
Yeah, Newcastle and Blanchard and Tuttle all in this area are our district teams. Looks like they'll be moving on to the second round as scores kind of the same as this one.
And Bethany's got a chance, 21-17.
Yeah, you always got to, yep. 1 second on the play clock, that's delay a game. So that's going to march them halfway back again. Be right around the 5-yard line here, 4.5. So a pretty clean ball game tonight, penalty-wise from the Tigers. I mean, you've had a couple holding calls and a pass interference, but you've played a pretty clean ball game tonight, and I think you're happy if you're Coach Ballard. Obviously, you're happy regardless if you get the outcome, but things you want to see them do well, and they played pretty disciplined football tonight. Out in the flat there. Good job again, Noah McDougal.
Noah McDougal breaking down, making a tackle. A little pressure in his face from Brody Bliss.
Noah McDougal there first for Tuttle.
Gain of a couple there, 4 or 5 yards there.
4 minutes, 27 seconds. Clock continues to run. Tigers in control, 41-21. 3rd and 11 coming for Weatherford. Keep an eye
pin
on
your
88.
ears back. Adrian Avalar coming in hot.
Good job from the defense there. Just keeping them inside the sticks. Not giving them a first down. 4th down now coming up for Weatherford.
This is the ball game here for Weatherford. 4th
Yeah, you
and
got
6, 7
to go
yards.
for it here. And you're running short on time. You've got all your timeouts, but don't know that you use them now. Don't know that it matters.
And you make sure you dial up the right play here, because if you don't get this is ball game. Look for the Tigers to bring some pressure here and keep the pressure on. You can't sit back and let them just throw it wherever they want, but I'd imagine you watch number 88. If I'm 4th down, I'm throwing it to that guy.
Watch them swing it out to that wide side, too. No, we're going to back up and punt it.
They're going to punt the football away. That's
all right.
a good, strange decision there.
McAdoo, good job with the fair catch. So 3 minutes, 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
I don't understand that, Eli. I don't understand why you're punting the football. There's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left when the ball snapped, or 3:30, and you're down 20. I mean, what happens if you turn it over? Like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you hate to give the ball up on a turnover on downs inside the 20-yard line, but, I mean, really, what's the difference? You're at the 44-yard line now.
Yeah.
If you pick up that first down, you get a little bit of momentum, keep the drive going. Here, you're really just kind of conceding.
Well, it's like, hey, we're done. I mean, that's my thing. Like, as a coach, I'm not. It's their deal, but I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go try to get the ball moved downfield when I'm having more chances, because you're not getting the football back with much time left at all if you get it back.
No, Tigers going to keep the ball on the ground here. They'll do it. Roundsville first. Good block there.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, in that situation, you know that, okay, well, Tuttle's going to run the football. Well, we ran the football for 300 yards tonight. And so that's not, I mean, it's just a strange decision to kind of throw the towel in, I guess, this early. But anyway, Tigers will take it. And Sean Roundsville, another gain of 11.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Clock continues to run. They'll hand it to Roundsville. Big hole opens
Touchdown.
up. He's going to score. This time the helmet stays on. 10-5. Touchdown, Tigers. The lights are flashing in Tuttle. Good job, Sean Roundsville, and that's what a punt gets you.
I mean,
scored on.
I'm not sure the decision there, but I know always a good decision to hand it to 2-7. And that 33-yard gain puts it away for the Tigers. 2:30 left, 47-21 on a Sean Roundsville touchdown run. And talk about some numbers tonight. Brady McAdoo, 10 carries, 173. Sean Roundsville, 21 carries for 169 yards. Major Sharp for 25 more.
Listen to that again, folks, at home. Listen.
30.
Running back number one.
Let's go.
Running back number 1, 10 carries, 173 yards. Running back number 2, 21 carries, 169 yards. That's 31 carries for 342 yards rushing.
And then you got 25 more from Major Sharp on 5 carries. So, I mean, you ran it for 360-something yards.
And a great
on
night.
The ground.
Huge props to that offensive line. We talked about it. You know, they were controlling the line of scrimmage, and they've continued to do it late in the game. And so just a huge night for the Tiger offense.
So maybe a little premature. Coach Ballard probably doesn't appreciate that, but over the PA, they just announced Brad Ballard's 100th win at Tuttle, I believe, tonight. So
let the clock hit zeros.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 100 total overall. It's probably an overall. We'll check on that and get an update. But Coach, I'm sure just in the he's probably like, don't say that yet. But congrats to Coach Ballard.
2 minutes, 31 seconds left on the clock. Tigers up 48-21. Garrett Ogg in to kick it off for the Tigers. Another high end-over-end kick. Fielded at the 20-yard line.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Good coverage. Cameron McDoulet coming in there.
And you talk about tonight, we've talked about players of the game, and we'll announce those after the game, the Smokin' Joe's players of the game for offense, defense, special teams. And, you know, we'll talk about those guys, but I'll just say this to start ahead, a little preview. I don't know that we've seen a performance like this from a single guy in a football game in a long time here in Tuttle. And McAdoo with 2 picks on defense, almost 3 picks, and then 173 yards on 10 carries, adding 15 yards of receiving, but also adding a 60-something yard kickoff return to start the game. So just a special night for number 11.
Special night for number 11, and the most complete game that the Tigers have played all year long. And this is the time that you want to be peaking, and this is an upswing for the Tigers right here. You know, all 3 phases of the game playing strong tonight. Offense clicking, defense playing well as usual, and special teams coming up big tonight as well as the defense bottles them up for a gain of 5. Couple of fresh bodies in there. Cameron McDoulet on the line. Garrett Rogers, Will Garrett.
Brody Bliss back in there.
Yep, Wyatt Probst. Joe Wright still in there at middle linebacker. Tyrese Gonzalez at cornerback.
Looks like Nixon's checked out of the game.
Little seam there to run, and Wyatt Probst will track him down. From behind, it'll be a first down, move the chains. Clock continues to run, about a minute and a half left. Clock will wind on the chains getting set. Brady McAdoo checks out. Corian Brown checks in. Give him a round of applause, folks, because he has had a night.
Well, and we talked about at the halftime, we kind of went over some stats. I think the Tigers had 168 yards of total offense, and Weatherford had 184 in the first half. And Weatherford out to 250 yards now, but the Tigers have more than doubled theirs. 416 yards of offense tonight from the Tigers, and over 220 of it coming in the second half, and almost every bit of it on the ground.
Good play from Brody Bliss there, coming off the defensive line, tackle for loss.
Brody Bliss, another senior for the Tigers, and he's really had a good year. He's played a bunch of downs. Adrian Avalar kind of went out for a few weeks with a foot injury, and he's filled in. And when he filled in, not only did he fill in, he earned more reps by the way he played football, and he's out there, and he was out there to start the game too. So,
40 seconds. This will be one more play. I don't know if they'll have to snap it again. They'll keep it on the ground. We'll see if he gets out of bounds. He's going to get pushed out of bounds, which will stop the clock. Our Smokin' Joe's players of the game, special teams, got to go with Adrian Avalar. I mean, blocks the punt, picks the punt up, runs the punt back for a touchdown. One-man wrecking crew on special teams there. Adrian Avalar is my vote for special teams player of the game.
Yeah, a big-time play, and that was a huge momentum swing of the game and gave us a lead again. And the scoop and score after you block the football, a line drive punt. Defensive player of the game, you know, I don't know. I mean, Brady McAdoo has 2 picks, but you also had Mark Douglas making a big pick, and it was at a big time of the game. So I can just tell you, I think you could either give it to McAdoo and you could give the offensive player of the game to Sean Rounsaville. It doesn't really matter.
Right. I mean, it was great. I go Mark Douglas because big number 88, the receiver, that's the position he's playing out there. Douglas and Sharp did a great job. Douglas gets the interception. I'd go Douglas player of the game on defense, and then Brady McAdoo on offense.
Yeah.
And you can throw those special teams plays on the offensive side of the ball because they set it up. Brady McAdoo, offensive player of the game, and just a fantastic night. Week 1 of the playoffs in the book for the Tigers. 48-21 over Weatherford at home. And just a complete game from the Tigers. Jackson Johnson, 55 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Brady McAdoo, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns rushing. Douglas had that 1 touchdown catch over there in the corner of the end zone. And again, we talked about it. Brady McAdoo averaging 17.3 yards a carry. Sean Rounsaville averaging 8 yards a carry. And a workhorse mentality, 21 carries. And don't forget, he had 15 yards knocked off because he didn't have his helmet on.
And a touchdown.
Because he didn't have his helmet on. So
368 yards of rushing from the Tigers tonight. And they're heading to a place next week. We're very familiar foes. Wagner Bulldogs, Tuttle Tigers, second-round matchup. It's happened a couple years now in a row, and it's a hostile environment. Here's the thing we need. We want you to watch Tiger TV, yes, if you're not if you can go to the game and support, because I'm telling you, the Wagner folks will take the bleachers on our side of the field, and we need a big crowd out there. The boys deserve it, the way they played the football, the game of football the whole season. I think they just deserve it. And I know it's a trip, but come on, folks. Get out there. We need the support in the stands. We need the people, the bodies, the crowd, the energy that we can show these guys and go try to go into the number 1 team or whatever you want to call its house and go win a football game. And they're very well capable of doing so.
Absolutely, yeah. Come out, show up. Take off early if you got to. Head over there, get you some dinner, and then come out and cheer loud for the Tigers as they head to round 2 of the playoffs next week. Looks like Wagner won 57-7 tonight over Broken Bow, so we'll head to Wagner for round 2 of the playoffs.
And Broken Bow was 3-7 on the year. They finished 4th in their district, but they were tied for 4th. So I don't know what kind of challenge they really faced tonight. I know this side of the state, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just saying this side of the state's been a little bit thicker this year in Class 4A as far as the competition. So it's going to be a dog fight next Friday night. I'll just tell you, it's a hostile place, and it's a fun atmosphere, and we need the support. And it'll be I know I'm going to take a spirit bus. I've been known to do that. I'll take a bus full of our students, and there might be 2 if there's enough interest. So get on out to Wagner, and it's going to be a fun football game. I'm already excited to get ready to call it and do my research.
Yep, it'll be exciting. We're round 2 of the playoffs, where we want to be. This team's not done yet. Neither are we, so we'll be there on Tiger TV next week. But come out, cheer them on, cheer loud. Let's be rowdy in the stands. Thank you for joining us tonight on Tiger TV. For Breck Drake.